Vitamin M. 4. Body, mind, and soul. Awaken dormant energy. 4. Financial and personal growth. Gurinder Ricky Singh. Dedication. This book is dedicated to my dad. S. Dalbir Singh, February 1, 1943 to August 30, 1996, who was the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Delhi Police. Your spirit, your influence, your character, and your quiet yet strong presence guides me still today. Forward. Each human being has untapped dormant energy that runs through the physical body and the mind. The life of Mr. Ricky Singh is one of great inspiration to the whole world with regards to this energy. His accomplishments are a testament to activating, harnessing, and utilizing inner core energy for personal development and fulfilling great goals. He has successfully climbed to the top of Mount Everest by making 5 different trips into the Himalayas along with running 50 marathons in 50 states. Paralleling these personal developments are significant developments in the business world. He has been able to connect the development of his businesses with personal development and as a service to humanity, has written this extraordinary book that examines the best possible use of money. Throughout the world, money is how exchanges of goods, products, and services occur. Money is also raw potent power that runs through one's mind/brain, making possible all experiences in life. In my career as a medical doctor, I have come across countless individuals who have not been able to bring about the best possible balance between the mind and the body. The Angel Wing, LLC program provides services such as meditations, dialogues, presentations, etc. to facilitate greater mind/body connection for the upliftment of humanity. This book is a testament to powerful qualities such as self-mastery, personal transformation, and human upliftment. Humanity suffers in countless ways where financial issues/problems are usually a part of this suffering. The concept of vitamin M presented in this book is truly remarkable. If inculcated by the masses, it potentially can transform human society from the inside out. Each idea presented by Mr. Singh has immense power. A waking of this power is possible by daily application of concepts/ideas presented, centering around vitamin M. It is with great joy that I express my best wishes to Mr. Ricky Singh and, especially, all the readers for tremendous progress in all aspects of life. Chaitanya Kripalu, MD, Acknowledgements. My world is much better thanks primarily to the people who have given their precious time and effort to mentor me. They have shared with me the gift of their time, knowledge, love, affection, and motivated me to do the same with others. I have been blessed with many mentors throughout my career and they are my sounding board to bounce ideas off and get unfiltered opinions. While it would be practically impossible to name everyone that has helped me get to where I am today, a few names do spring up in my mind. During my college, pre-business days, my first and only boss Manbir, Mike Singh, who remains a big influence in my life. Mike taught me the value of hard work and he mentored me and taught me practically everything I know about the gasoline business. In 1992, when I leased my gasoline service station, there was a garage, Jay's Tires, attached to it run by an energetic youth, Joe Soltau. Joe was a rather pleasant but quiet fellow who spent every day, all day at work. At that point, I was just a starry-eyed entrepreneur dreaming of making millions. The only problem was that my work ethic was lazy and somehow, I thought I could use my brains to make money without really working hard and long hours. Joe modeled with his actions and words that hard work and consistency will always beat good intentions and talent, especially if the talent does not work hard. The time I spent observing Joe run his business opened my eyes to the value of boring and repetitive grunt work until today remains possibly the best investment I have ever made. As time progressed, I needed an accountant and made a call to Mr. Kaushik Shah, CPA of Shah & Associates. I told him that I worked at a gas station from open to close, so I was unable to meet him at his office during normal business hours. He would come down to the gas station to do my accounting and talk to me in between me serving my customers. How many accountants would take their precious billable time to come down and meet with a young nobody and agree to mentor them for free? Everything I know about money, vitamin M, and investments, I have learned from Mr. Shah. He has, over the years, shared with me his time, knowledge, contacts and above all, his ethics and views on life in diverse matters. For that, I will be eternally grateful to him. I would also like to express my sincere thanks to my book coach who wishes to remain anonymous for personal reasons. Without your help and guidance with technology and everything else, this book would not be what it is today. Most of all, I would like to thank my soulmate and my wife, Manjeet Kaur. Without her invaluable support, this book would have remained but a pipe dream. I am so grateful to have you in my life and would like to take this occasion to thank you for all the wonderful things you do for me and the kids. I love you. Ricky Singh. Preface. Welcome. We are about to begin an extraordinary journey into financial development and personal growth. The entire world revolves around money, and the author intends to present a variety of ideas that have resonated in life, leading to significant accomplishments with an overall state of energy harnessing and well-being. The ideas discussed in this book are all interconnected, interlocked, and interlinked. Hence, readers are invited to take either a systematic reading of this book, i.e., from beginning to end, or start reading the book at any point and jump around freely. Emphasis is placed on the interconnectedness of ideas and concepts regarding vitamin M and core energy. There is only one energy that takes innumerable forms. Financial power is one's primal energy that awakens from inside out. Ricky Singh. Personal reflection number 1. Find a quiet place to sit. Read the question below. Close your eyes and visualize the question. Hold the words in your mind and heart. Notice what you are thinking and feeling with your eyes closed. What truths exist about my financial life that only I know? Personal reflection number 2. Find a quiet place to sit. Read the question below. Close your eyes and visualize the question. Hold the words in your mind and heart. Notice what you are thinking and feeling with your eyes closed. What is the source of my creative energy? Personal reflection number 3. Find a quiet place to sit. Read the question below. Close your eyes and visualize the question. Hold the words in your mind and heart. Notice what you are thinking and feeling with your eyes closed. Where and how is my money being used? Chapter 1. Introduction. Let the journey begin. The non-rich spend their money and save what is left. The rich save their money and spend what is left. One is a poverty philosophy, and the other is a wealth philosophy, and only one will help you. Vitamin M, core energy, 12 dimensions and central thematic concept. Life exists due to the presence of energy that stimulates vitality and progress in all facets of life. During the time the writer has lived on our magnificent earth, interactions with diverse individuals have occurred through a variety of life experiences. There is great appreciation for this diversity given that individuals have different backgrounds, intentions, goals, and desires. People, almost universally, want the following: increased amounts of money, excellent health, good relationships, and some form of self-improvement. Although most people want to move up in multiple directions, such as physical health, economic conditions, etc., most people do not know how to achieve these wonderful goals. Regrettably, many people get stuck as they attempt to make progress, due to revolving in stagnated patterns. These are usually concentric circles that inhibit individuals from progressing further in life due to the cyclical and repetitive nature of actions that do not promote growth out of stagnation. One major intention in writing this book is to share values, beliefs, and ideas based on personal experiences and some research that can potentially facilitate the awakening of extraordinary internal processes leading to remarkable progress. Making progress requires, at times, stepping back for genuine personal reflection. Some believe that one must be exceedingly charged up most of the time for high achievement and bouncing from one project/activity to another. Choosing wisely where to place personal energy and how to use it most beneficially requires personal reflection. During such mindful reflection, one gains clarity and wisdom about which battles to choose in one's present circumstances. Consequently, one of the most important actions is to unplug time and again from one's usual activities and take a step back from activities consuming maximum time for reflection. Unquestionably, the writer is positively passionate about money. Making money is indicative of excellent planning, resonance with the current market trends, and personal energetic awakening. It is, therefore, intrinsically beneficial to clearly distinguish between obsessively chasing money versus mindfully contemplating action steps that result in maximum personal benefit and progress. Focusing on how to achieve goals occurs when one steps back and obtains a better perspective of oneself and current life circumstances. This naturally reduces worry, stress, and built-up tension. Diversion in different activities is beneficial due to the rebalancing effect caused by repeated planned diversions. In the writer's life, this is done by running long distances and getting fully absorbed in the beauty of running without other thoughts entering the mind. Deliberately going into the mountains, including climbing Mount Everest to the peak, ignited an internal survival mode that activated immense primal, core, energy. This deliberate action was taken, multiple times, to bring about greater awareness of the fact that we live in a privileged world, where immediate dangers like predators and harsh environments are not regularly experienced. We generally do not have to worry about lack of food, and even 911 comes to us in a few minutes, taking care of most emergencies. Many such comforts are usually taken for granted due to the protection provided by societal systems in place. These systems provide protection while most of us taking these privileges for granted. The writer has attempted to get out of the protected bubble within which most of humanity lives. Having lived in this protective bubble, the writer has deliberately challenged himself to move out of it, directly and deliberately, to face circumstances/environments that are not within the protected bubble. The author has attempted to overcome fear, transcend anxiety, and return back to survival/primal instincts by running in diverse and at times, unique environments. The activation of survival instincts releases a variety of internal hormones such as adrenaline that further active internal energy, leading at times, to a profound experience of oneness with all reality. When these instincts become active, one remembers God, one thinks of health, and there is also the experience of pain and suffering where the transcendence of pain/suffering becomes one's immediate priority. One also thinks about other people such as those who are taking a similar journey and achieving great heights such as reaching the peak of Mount Everest. There is natural activation of empathy and interconnectedness with others that demonstrates directly the oneness of the human race when such accomplishments are achieved. What is money? This realization of interconnectedness is applicable, in parallel, to money. Money brings about the truth of interconnectedness by facilitating the interconvertibility of various forms of energy and power into all other forms. Society utilizes the energy, power, present within money to achieve diverse goals and fulfill desires in all domains of life. In fact, modern society's existence, and the level of development of culture and technology would be inconceivable without money. We are then, asking, what exactly is money? According to economists and social scientists, all the following are aspects of money. A. Money is a medium of exchange of goods and products. B. Money is a store of value. C. Money is a unit of account. D. Money is a source of social prominence and prestige. E. Money provides physical and psychological security. F. Money is a major impacting factor to overall human health, safety, and well-being. G. Money is a basis of military strength. H. Money provides the groundwork and foundation of public influence and political power. I. Money is a growing symbol of economic importance and social power. Given these aspects of money, an understanding and perception of money in diverse ways should occur with reverence and respect. Viewing money merely as an objective of desire implies satisfying the ego's demands and placing one's energy towards the gratification of egocentric instincts. There is a significant distinction between reverence/respect for money versus the feeling of owning it for one's pleasure. Gratitude is produced out of respect, whereas egocentric motives attempt to control, own, and perhaps even cause damage to oneself and the society at large. It is all a matter of perspective in viewing money and its potentiality. When one views money as one's mother, as someone who has provided for her child and has made possible many important experiences in life, this causes a significant shift in one's vision of the nature of money and its actual power. Core energy is identical in each person. Every human being is born with certain God-given, or natural, characteristics that are diverse, such as physical characteristics, race, ethnicity, body size, etc. Despite such differences, the core of each person is fundamentally similar if not identical. This core is raw, undifferentiated, energy, flowing across cultures, nationalities, countries, and other differences among the human species. Each person has the ability to access this core, internal/primal, energy leading to the fulfillment of desires while creating a foundation for further progress to experience even greater fulfillment. Such desires for progression can produce a better state of living with wonderful experiences available in the material world. It is the innate prerogative of each individual to define the nature of one's higher level or a better state in personal terms, where life experiences stored in individualized memory serve as a tremendous guide for developing a wonderful future, in the present. Each person's desires, life circumstances, backgrounds, genetics, upbringing, conditioning, etc., are undoubtedly diverse. Hence, each person's core energy is reflected in personal desires, leading to performing activity in all areas of one's life. Given the fact that core energy exists within each person, the writer respectfully requests readers to recognize this core energy and channel it towards the fulfillment of desires and goals without cause harm to oneself or others. This core energy is pure and undifferentiated that takes on multiple forms, providing the basis for all life experiences. The existence of core energy and all mechanisms enlivened due to it is a testament to the glory of raw power existing as our inner energetic core. Lacking adequate skills in channeling energies leads to leakage of energy where regeneration of the same energy is obstructed. This leakage usually occurs due to pursuing quick hits of experience rather than a gradual and joyous buildup, resulting in natural/organic personal transformation. Such gradual buildup of energy increases one's tenacity in starting and sustaining a genuine search for constant joy. The discovery of an abiding state of joy is possible with the recognition that all people are manifestations of the same infinite power. This power, energy, exists, in a multitude of ways and different degrees, within each person, as each person. Such an acknowledgement leads to respect for diversity with a vision of unitive energetic consciousness. Just as each person has unique fingerprints and individuality, core energy expresses itself with great diversity. To recognize the underlying oneness of core energy leads to living a liberated and energetic life with respect for diversity. Ricky Singh. Figure 1, 12 dimensions and vitamin M, core energy diagram. Vitamin M energy and action energy and desire energy in the mind. Core energy. You have core energy. You are core energy. This energy exists as the hub of your being where all energies combine. The 12-sided figure above represents 12 dimensions of one's life that will reach an integrated function when energies existing in knowledge, desire, and action combine. These energies are aspects of one's raw core energy that can transform and opens doorways into extraordinary success. The 12 dimensions of one's life are: Dimension number 1, health and overall fitness based on stage of life. Dimension number 2, mental strength development and enhancement. Dimension number 3, emotional balance and integration. Dimension number 4, social balance and relationship development. Dimension number 5, personality and character development. Dimension number 6, family harmony and flowering of love. Dimension number 7, intimate relationships. Dimension number 8, financial health and growth. Dimension number 9, career occupation development. Dimension number 10, quality of life development and enhancement. Dimension number 11, recreational life development and enhancement. Dimension number 12, spiritual, religious life development and enhancement. Central theme. The central theme of this book is stated below. The human mind and body are perhaps the most mysterious phenomena in existence and use massive amounts of core/raw energy. This energy can awaken one into a state of revitalization, transmutation, conservation, and equalization. The best possible utilization of one's core energy leads to the dissolution of internal/external conflicts, disturbances, and imbalances. Once core energy begins to flow without inner disturbance due to the continual balancing of all 12 dimensions of one's life, the foundation for personal excellence is developed. With such a solid foundation, psychological doorways open into limitless possibilities leading to a dynamic, energetic, and vibrant life. Ricky Singh. We are about to embark on an extraordinary journey into unraveling the glory of personal energy, the power of money as vitamin M, and explore together how to live an energetic life. A state of personal excellence is a real possibility for each human being once a foundation of true balance across all 12 dimensions, figure 1, of life solidifies. Human suffering exists in countless ways that can be alleviated, to a large extent, if humanity grasps the power of vitamin M and its best utilization in one's life. Best utilization of money as a vitamin can lead to the obliteration of many human problems. Our journey begins by exploring the central theme of this book, as shown above, to clarify the nature of personal excellence and examine the possibility and potentiality of evolving into a state of continuous, uninterrupted joy. Our inner world is a composite of thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, and core energy that function together, expressing outward behavior. There exists an immense energy structure, responsible for the total functioning of one's body and mind. This energy structure emanates from one's source energy, core energy, which may originate from a spiritual dimension. Whether or not one believes in a spiritual dimension, i.e., God, spirit, soul, etc., no one can deny the existence of core energy that exists as a common foundation for all humanity. The human mind, also a common phenomenon, is highly subtle and subjectively mysterious. Probing into the nature of the mind has been a protracted activity of multiple academic disciplines, from a research point of view, and the same probing can occur individually, subjectively, leading to the realization of the mind's intricacy and profundity. The mysterious nature of the mind is due to its subtlety. The subtle nature of the mind and its internal processes is cognized upon personal reflection. For example, the word thought refers to an activity/process functioning within one's internal reality. This internal activity involves multiple neurological and neurochemical processes that facilitate the existence and functionality of the mind, detecting energy. As one begins to perceive one's thinking, there is direct detection of the existence of energy where thinking processes exist in a state of interconnection with emotions, memories, and desires. Such interconnection generates diverse and variegated psychological states. There are many causative factors of thought that move energy through one's mental system. Hence, the concept of homeostasis, i.e., balance, is quite fundamental to the healthy functioning of the mind and the body. The human body has 11 physiological systems that must remain synchronous with each other to maintain good overall health. Similarly, the mind, i.e., thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, and energy, must remain in the best synchronicity with all physiological systems to create the highest level of well-being. There is only one energy flowing within the mind/body as it flows within 12 dimensions, figure 1, in each person's life. This energy is usually not in complete synchronicity due to conflicts existing between the function of the body and the mind. If one examines just one day of one's life, there is usually considerable shifting and twisting of personal energy, creating imbalances in a variety of ways. Conflicts between the physical function of the body and mental function cause biochemical imbalances experienced as agitations/disturbances. The word agitation refers to the fact that something or some subtle substance is being agitated. The discovery of the internal structure of one's mind, energetically, allows one to come upon this subtle yet very real existence of intricate mental phenomenon. The mind, thus, is a substance that is not physical in nature, is extremely subtle, and holds immense power. Disturbances of various types in life are generated internally and/or externally due to internal power flowing in an imbalanced manner. For example, when one recalls a troubling memory, the disturbance is experienced based on the perceived qualitative nature of memory. If attention is kept on keeping one's inner energy balanced, one can resolve and perhaps even dissolve such disturbances. Internal energetic function can be enhanced when all personal disturbances, conflicts, agitations, etc. are reduced. States of inner disturbance are indicative of the involvement of memory in the storage of events, experiences, connected with disturbances. Utilization of memory can either enhance disturbances or reduce disturbances from within. To examine this further, let us assume that the mind is some type of subtle substance connected to the physical brain/body, that is enlivened by core energy. Disturbances within the mind, ranging from extremely slight to severe, is indicative of a potential state of non-disturbance on this subtle substance. If the mind can be disturbed, that itself is indicative of a strong possibility of the mind reaching a state of stability, harmony, and integration. Within such a state, natural and energetic silence results, creating a flow of inner energy that provides stability and growth of life's 12 dimensions. The mind has the innate capacity to produce a great deal of balance within the physical body due to the awakening innate intelligence that usually exists in a dormant state. At the very outset of our journey, the author encourages readers to remain open to the possibility that such a state of interconnected harmony and energetic stability is possible. The author contends that such a state of living and being is definitely possible with adequate interlocking connections of all internal energies. Inward advancement of humanity. Inward advancement of humanity occurs when energies are utilized with a constructive, rather than a destructive focus. The distinction between a constructive and destructive focus is clarified within the mind when attention is placed on actual inward progression, having ramifications on beneficial developments within the outside world. Humanity has progressed scientifically and technologically. Nonetheless, there still exist many primitive and tribal aspects within human civilization that cause damage to humanity. This damage is due to internal conflicts/contradictions that manifest as external conflicts/contradictions. As external conflicts/contradictions increase, there is corresponding damage to internal stability. Internal, inner/personal, progress is possible when all 12 dimensions, aspects, of one's life come into an energetic harmony. Inner progression is considerably limited in current human society compared to outward progression. Human instincts, in the context of overall progression, have significance such that proper integration of instinctual desires leads to harnessing of core energy, leading to dissolution of conflicts/contradictions/disturbances, all leading to considerable enhancement of overall health and well-being. Energy flow distortions within one's mind degrade health and productivity. Dissolving energy flow problems at the root is possible when vitamin M and related energies are conserved to strengthen one's life rather than merely attempting to superficially control energy flow problems. Realization that the human mind uses a tremendous amount of energy provides a foundational framework in the awakening process of one's power for further development. This book is intended as a collaborative journey to examine diverse ideas about the power of money and personal development, and it is the sincere hope of the writer that readers will keep in mind that all ideas presented are for personal reflection, further exploration, further dialogue/probing, and for enlivening all 12 dimensions of one's life. The author contends that mere agreement or disagreement or variations thereof may be somewhat superficial. The author is thus asking the readers to see for themselves if there is truth present in examining the assortment of ideas with regards to core energy and the vitamin M concept. One's direct perception of truth is much greater and has much greater power than an indirect acceptance or non-acceptance of ideas. The author requests readers to go thoroughly and slowly through the book, for personal truths to awaken and unfold naturally. This unfoldment requires time, reflection, and application. Flashes of insight may bless readers at any given point through the book if contemplative/reflective attitudes are adopted. The pace of personal transformation. The author also recognizes that change is the only constant in life. The Greek philosopher Heraclitus stated, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it is not the same river and he's not the same man." There is nothing permanent except change. This fact is to be recognized so that personal truths can awaken to start a journey of self-unfoldment and reintegration. Life circumstances change, situations change, and states of mind change. Personal transformation occurs at one's own pace. Some changes occur unexpectedly, and others occur expectedly. One's response to them can be through an integrated energetic mind or confusion. For example, the fact that one's body ultimately gets old due to aging genes and other factors can be faced with composure, tenacity, acceptance, and balanced core energy. We are all cognizant of our mortality to some extent or another. Thus, the author is promoting the idea that one's vitality can be significantly increased in any stage of life when core energy becomes active and used beneficially. With this in mind, we can recognize that conflicts are the result of changes within one's external and internal environments. Conflicts, from the author's point of view, are the result of core energy fragmentation that manifests in myriad ways, including financial instability. Please keep in mind that every statement made in this book is not made in an authoritative sense, it is made for mutual exploration about the nature of excellence in the context of energetic financial development. To perform such a mutual exploration, foundational understanding regarding the nature of core energy, 12 dimensions, and vitamin M is necessary for our exploratory journey to reach fruition. Hence, building a strong foundation occurs systematically as we begin to examine the glorious and opulent nature of our own inner power. Actual activation of personal power can be best facilitated when we are in a state of exploratory dialogue where ideas are shared without bias and with an open mind. The author contends that this book will serve as a foundation for exploratory dialogues that can be conducted in various settings in the future. The focus of this book is to consider very practically and applicably the glory of core energy existing within oneself. To begin the process of transformation, recognition of energy wasted is fundamental and foundational. This recognition allows one to change circumstances internally and externally that are causing damage to one's energy. The actual processes of good utilization, revitalization, conservation, equalization, and transmutation are described throughout this book in multiple ways. Just as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, it is the author's heartfelt wish that readers will engage in a personal transformative journey, leading to tremendous freedom, expansion of energy, and growth of vitamin M. What is vitamin M? Human civilization has considerable variation with regards to personal abilities, inborn characteristics, familial and social economic status, etc. Nonetheless, the acknowledgement, acceptance, and mindful use of raw and potent energy can lead to the upliftment of humanity, from inside out. The activation, expansion, and best possible utilization of one's internal energy generates vitamin M. What exactly is meant by vitamin M? The M stands for money in its raw and potent form. The word vitamin represents the energizing feature of money for personal and financial development. Vitamin M power is generated and stored internally and psychologically due to activation of core energy by earning money, saving money, and personal growth. This activated energy remains internally and dynamically intact as it grows further when money is saved and used in the best possible way to enliven all 12 dimensions of one's life simultaneously. This dynamic growth and inner storage of energy, due to accumulation and best use of money, is vitamin M. Humanity struggles, suffers, and causes endless suffering to itself due to the destruction of vitamin M within all levels of human civilization. Expansions of inner energy parallel generation of vitamin M, externally and psychologically, leading to progression in multiple dimensions of life. To clearly understand the concept of vitamin M, examining the word vitamin is essential in gaining the right perspective. The dictionary definition of the word vitamin is as follows. Any of a group of organic substances essential in small quantities to normal metabolism found in minute amounts in natural foodstuffs or sometimes produced synthetically. Deficiencies of vitamins produce specific disorders. The word vitamin generally refers to a small quantity of a mineral or some other substance that has the capability of facilitating and activating various biochemical reactions within the body. See Figure 13, in Appendix. These are physiological reactions responsible for one's life, and the presence of vitamins can enhance one's health and overall well-being. Vitamins are generally used in small quantities due to their potency. Vitamins are not staple food and are not consumed in large quantities. Just as a vitamin pill has a great deal of potentiality in assisting physiological reactions within the body, in general, and the brain, in particular, similarly, vitamin M is the ownership of money in one's life. So, why is money vitamin M and how does it become vitamin M? Money is raw power, raw energy, that has been earned or gained in some way or another. When one is in possession of a $100 bill, For example, there is a sense that the $100 is mine. There is the sense that this is my $100. Holding/possessing $100 is raw potential power, existing psychologically. That potential power is within the mind itself. Utilization of $10 from the $100 to purchase a product or some experience is potentially hidden within the $100. There is potentiality within $100, providing for a wide range of diverse experiences hidden within the $100. There are diverse possible experiences that can be obtained from the $100 based on one's mental setup, mindset, desires, feelings, and other overarching ideas within one's mind. Certainly, and experientially, multiple factors are present with regards to the utilization of any amount of money. Money utilized as a vitamin, i.e., in quantities that provide the maximum energetic activation, energies the physical body, the mind, and every dimension of one's life. The best utilization of $100 enhances each dimension of one's life by utilizing $100 as a vitamin. Individuals who act impulsively or irrationally, based on certain desires, may spend $100 quickly for something desired and may feel a sense of regret shortly afterward. This internal sense of regret is personal and directly connected with one's core energy being degraded. Core energy is the essence of oneself, and this is disturbed when one realizes that money has been spent in the wrong way or that it could have been spent in a much better way. As one realizes that money was spent inappropriately, or to purchase items that were not truly needed, or to simply gain a certain stimulative experience that is quite short-lived, one begins to move into a cognitive/emotive process resulting in regret about spending the money inappropriately. Hence the vitamin M concept is very potent regarding the necessity of recognizing and using the power of money most beneficially. Using money inappropriately damages one's core power, creating a reverberating effect across 12 dimensions of one's life, leading to stagnation and/or regression. Figure 2 below illustrate key connected ideas with regards to the vitamin M concept. Figure 2 means of obtaining money. Vitamin M: money earned, money obtained illegally. Money won, money found, money inherited. Figure 2, above, illustrates the distinction and difference between various ways of obtaining money. Money earned, money obtained via work where personal energy is used. There is positive storage of vitamin M within the mind. Money obtained illegally, money obtained by theft or other illicit activity. Money won gambling. Money found, money that has been found, not obtained in any other way. Money inherited, money obtained by inheriting it. These distinctions impact an individual in multiple ways, such as shown below. Figure 3, money's impact. Source of money. Impact on the mind. Impact on the body. Societal impact. 12 areas of one's life impacted. Source of money refers to the money was obtained. Figure 2, impact on the mind, refers to various emotional and cognitive stages. Impact on the body refers to physiological changes. Societal impact refers to benefit or harm to society in general. Impact on 12 areas of one's life refers to the power of money in relation to 12 areas. Figure 1, the source of money has extraordinary impacts on the way vitamin M is stored within one's mind. Beneficial storage leads to core energy enhancement. Harmful storage is not vitamin M. Can you see the difference? Ricky Singh. The connection between core energy and money earned is shown below. Figure 4, core energy and money earned. Core energy and money earned. Positive emotional states. Core energy used to work for money. Money stored mentally is vitamin M. Money stored physically in a bank account. With this background, we can now examine the power of $100 in more depth. If an individual, for example, earns $100 by cutting lawns, a certain amount of energy is placed in that activity to earn $100. When money is earned, there is a good feeling, psychologically, of earning $100 as opposed to stealing money or inheriting money. These certainly could be exciting states for certain a period of time, yet the difference with money earned is psychologically significant. In the case of gambling, that experience has uniqueness given its context of euphoria, escape, winning, and losing money. The $100 has the same potentiality irrespective of how it was obtained, yet psychological and physiological processes are impacted in quite different ways due to how money was obtained. The way money comes to an individual has energetic implications. In the case of working for $100, there is a certain amount of energy placed in the act of working. This energy is internally activated power utilized in earning money. One can easily discern the mental impact of receiving $90 only and not getting the full $100 that has been agreed upon. Hence, earning money can produce positive emotions, assuming that the correct amount of money is given to the person earning it. One can easily see emotional changes occurring right from the point when a person obtains a job, i.e., grass cutting, to the end of the job 4 weeks later. If $100 is to be obtained at the end of 4 weeks, there is energy within emotions, actions, and cognition with regards to performing the job. An understanding of how to do the job needs to be present before any activity towards doing the job begins. Then, the activity, job, must be done to the satisfaction of the employer. Only then does one obtain the full $100. As soon as one is in possession of $100, the mind has a sense of this is nice, this feels good. Hence, there is an energetic process right at that point. We must be clear about the nature of this energetic process. It is a neuropsychological process that becomes active due to the existence of a mental, psychological sense that the $100 is mine. This feeling of the $100 being mine arises due to one being in possession of $100, which is raw power. The power/energy that was spent in actually doing the job of grass cutting for 4 weeks was physical, intellectual, and procedural. Money earned is an exchange of energy in the form of a denominational note of $100. Hence, whatever energy and effort were placed into earning the $100, energy has returned to an individual who has put such effort, in the context of market value and agreements made with the employer. Feeling states are relatively good in this, resulting usually in additional thoughts about how $100 should be spent. There may also exist additional thoughts regarding the agreed upon rate, desire for more work, the impetus to learn new skills, provide additional services, etc. Many such additional ideas arise mentally after $100 has been earned due to the enhancement of power that accompanies storage of $100 within one's bank account or one's home. This external storage promotes and facilitates the internal, psychological, storage of vitamin M. Consequently, in a process-oriented mindset, i.e., a mindset that keeps attention in performing an activity for its beauty and excellence, an individual who is performing an activity to earn $100 is fully absorbed in the activity to do it correctly, thoroughly, and wonderfully as possible. In such a wonderful mindset, the goal of earning $100 is certainly kept in mind while deliberately not shifting one's energy into over-focus on the goal, in such a way that actions performing towards the achievement of a goal are performed adequately and not with mediocrity. Hence, in a process-oriented mindset, an action performed for its beauty and excellence leads to a better personal understanding of inner conflicts and imbalances that interrupts wastage and misuse of financial power. One begins to recognize that inner disturbances can be significantly reduced with the proper harnessing of financial power, leading to the natural formation of interconnected balance, the glory of core energy. Core energy, figure 1, is one's root power, one's life force that exists in a raw form within one's own being and is responsible for all activities in life. This energy exists as and is manifested as all biochemical reactions within the body and all mental processes facilitating all activity in each person's 24-hour cycle. Without energy being active, there is no possibility of life. Hence, core energy is one's life force that is responsible for all of life's experiences. The energy is glorious as it provides additional ways of moving towards greater experiences in life. Energy in the mind. Mental energy, energy in the mind, figure 1, is a dynamic force responsible for the existence of all mental processes. The manifestation of core energy as a dynamic force within the mind includes instincts, drives, gratification-seeking processes based on the pleasure principle, creativity, development of personality, and in a broader sense, the creation of human culture. Mental energy encompasses intellectual power, contemplative and reflective power, the ability/capacity for abstract and objective reasoning, and emotional power. This also includes the ability to acquire, develop, and interconnect ideas and concepts by utilizing core energy. The energy within the mind is extremely precious and exists in subtle yet quite real ways. Recognizing the power of the subtle nature of mental energy allows one to treat it with great respect and reverence. Not doing so has significant consequences on vitamin M, energy and desire. We all experience desire, with its multiplicity expression, utilizing core energy. Desire can be conceptualized in the following manner. Desire is the emotion of longing or hoping for a person, object, or outcome. The same sense is expressed by words such as craving. When a person desires something or someone, their sense of longing is excited by the enjoyment or the thought of the item or person, and they want to take actions to obtain their goal. The motivational aspect of desire has long been noted by philosophers, for example, stating that human desire is the fundamental motivation of all human action, as well as by scientists. 3. The energy within desire is one's core/root energy that creates the experience of desire. Much energy is utilized by desire and the subsequent actions taken to fulfill desires. Energy in action. Actions taken to fulfill desires/wants/needs/etc. utilize core energy in variegated ways. Each action, mental/physical, influences the mind-body complex and generates different desires based on levels of satisfaction. The energy in action refers to energy moving dynamically towards various goals across all 12 dimensions of one's life in the pursuit of balance, joy, happiness, reduction of suffering/pain, etc. 12 dimensions, core energy, vitamin M. Although there are many vicissitudes, ups and downs, and fluctuations, highs and lows, in many aspects of life, the power of interconnected energy enlivens and integrates all 12 dimensions. See Figure 1, of one's life. Please see Figures 14 to 25 in the appendix for detailed connections between 12 dimensions, core energy, and vitamin M. The vitamin M concept can be further clarified, in the context of 12 dimensions, as we begin to understand that earning money in a process-oriented mindset can occur without internal resistance in conjunction with root power enhancement. To better understand the expansion and regeneration of vitamin M, the difference between stagnation and progression must become lucid. It is only through such lucidity that true progress in any aspect of life becomes possible, where personal energy is mindfully and deliberately placed in directions leading to internal/external progress. Undoubtedly, each person has ups and downs in life, and there are times when various goals do not necessarily come to fruition due to many different reasons. Lack of success can be caused by not being in the right frame of mind while performing actions toward the achievement of any goal. Nonetheless, it does not mean that one simply gives up and becomes disheartened, gets emotionally dilapidated and frustrated, and loses sight of the dormant energy that exists within. Self-esteem, self-image, and self-worth must never be damaged due to life circumstances. This damage is essentially the damage to one's core energy, where negative and limiting emotions drain this power and potentially stagnate or even paralyze an individual. Getting wedged in psychological ruts creates impediments that increase frustration and disappointment, causing greater entanglement and absorption into limited states of functioning. Such absorption causes degradation of self-esteem, self-worth, positive self-image, and positive vision in life. Whenever there are setbacks, one needs to remember that any setback is merely temporary and that should not create a psychological block leading to stopping of further progression. Whenever one places consistent effort in any direction, there are naturally going to be some setbacks. These setbacks do not necessarily mean that one is to give up or get psychologically exhausted or disheartened. Change towards further personal development is certainly possible and requires energy to take a positive turn, internally. Such a turn takes one out of various psychological ruts, leading to further progress with qualities such as patience, where consistent right effort facilitates progression out of internal, mental, grooves. Such progression causes energy within one's mind to develop further, leading towards the greater accumulation of vitamin M, moving beyond one's comfort zone. The actual growth of vitamin M is incumbent upon recognition of one's comfort zone and a decision to move out of that zone for further development. Recognition of one's comfort zone, in any aspect of one's life and especially, the financial aspect, commences various possibilities of progression and goes to the next level. If one remains in a comfort zone without the recognition of the possibility of further progression, then stagnation inevitably persists. The evolution beyond one's current functioning can occur to greater degrees by carefully, slowly, and gradually pushing through one's comfort zone without generating internal strain or resistance. Such progression occurs when attention is kept on preventing one's energies from being torn apart due to such strain and resistance. The ability to push through any comfort zone increases when internal strain/resistance is at minimal levels. Uncertainties and unforeseen circumstances can occur in moving out of one's comfort zone when one is trying to move in a new direction or enhance one's current direction towards the fulfillment of dreams and goals. Attempting to take actions that are different from one's regular patterns is usually not in the mindset of many individuals, and due to such limited mindsets, one gets stagnated by old, conditioned patterns, leading to mental stagnation. Hence, core energy activation is essential in taking steps for further financial and personal development. There are times when one has to take a step back and carefully, as well as energetically, evaluate one's current life circumstances so that one commences living in a natural progression to reach higher stages. Energetic evaluation is a meditative and reflective process of gathering one's energies, with calmness and open-mindedness, to formulate a plan of action that increases personal energy, which in turn, can increase vitamin M. If one's mindset is to continually progress towards the next level, then mental and physical energy will remain intact that will provide sufficient force in taking all the right steps. In doing so, raw, core, energy itself begins to expand further and further. This expansion begins by keeping attention to one's inner chattering and asking the following questions. 1. What do I need to do to improve myself? 2. What does moving up financially mean to me? 3. How can I do my current job with more efficiency and without negative thoughts and constricted emotions? 4. What steps do I need to take to increase my internal power? 5. How do I make all my interactions, i.e., with friends, family, co-workers, etc., much more caring and respectful? 6. How do I serve my customers better if I am in a business environment? 7. How do I incorporate self-improvement activities into my daily schedule? 8. What do I need to do to change my view of money and perceive it as vitamin M? 9. How do I change my mindset towards personal development where the accumulation of money follows this mindset, rather than chasing to accumulate money? Recognizing that accumulating money for its own sake without adequate personal development can become a problematic obsession and damage many areas of one's life. Utilization of money as vitamin M is using it with great responsibility for personal, familial, and societal benefits. Such mindful utilization naturally activates raw energy and transforms it into positive energy. The transformation is not merely a matter of superficial change of the personal status quo. It is transformative at the core due to the utilization of money in the best possible manner by individuals having unambiguous positive intentions. Positive intentions lead to a greater realization of energy existing with positivity, where such realization has transformative potency. Expansion of positivity erupts from within the individual and can potentially reach worldwide levels. Progression and vitamin M utilization. Progression towards the storage and best usage of vitamin M can become an actual reality in one's life by placing specific benchmarks for further development. For example, New Year's Day can be a specific day when one evaluates the previous year and plans for the upcoming year with specific benchmarks. Setting these benchmarks requires personal reflection, adequate planning, recognizing the significance of achieving set goals, and honest evaluation of one's status along with progress and/or regress. One's level of satisfaction in the achievement of goals is also evaluated as one conceptualizes the next set of goals. Conceptualizing and thinking about the steps to take in the immediate future towards a much greater realization of goals is an aspect of internal progression. Such progression occurs while being in the present and using the past as a guide to gain greater wisdom, leading to mindfully considering the possibilities of a bright future and taking active steps towards that future. Progression in the context of the material world can simply be measured in terms of numbers where the amount of money accumulated becomes a significant indicator or barometer of achievement. Financial progression can easily be checked and verified in terms of growth of money, personal relationships, resources, investments, bank balances, etc., where one experiences internal feelings of success and achievement. Careful self-inquiry regarding one's current status of assets and level of progression of overall wealth, net assets, net worth, etc., leads to decreased liabilities, improvement in the quality of relationships, and opening of new possibilities. Such self-inquiry adds tremendous value for further personal growth in the present and has a didactic quality concerning the future. Progression has many aspects and dimensions, such as 1. Continuation of one's educational growth creates an evolution of further cognitive and emotional abilities with greater energetic flow. 2. Cultivation of greater understanding of the next steps to take as one moves forwards. 3. Stopping some current activities and starting something new. 4. Attempting to start new projects, try new experiences, and increase awareness of the current status of inner thoughts/feelings. 5. Development of an increased refined state where feelings can eventually transmute into states of joy. 6. Resetting one's internal thermometer, setting daily goals, and taking small consistent steps. 7. Consistency is absolutely essential for progression, without getting into prolonged negative emotional states of regression and giving up. 8. Progression can be constant change where one is not moving in just one direction, but deliberately and purposefully endeavoring in the exploration and implementation of different pursuits. This entails stopping certain pursuits and attempting something totally different that one has not done before. This type of shifting needs to be done carefully, mindfully, and prudently so that one does not cause damage to oneself. The novelty of such shifting creates the possibility of experiencing greater states of enjoyment with simultaneous internal improvement. 9. Improved communication with one's family occurs as one begins to emit the positive energetic quality of inner development. 10. Improved relationships with coworkers, supervisors, friends, and society, in general, occurs as one's interactions become more respectful due to acknowledgement of the good qualities and strengths of others. Attention is kept on the energy behind the strengths of others, and this promotes a better quality of interactions with all those who come in one's field of interaction. 11. In a state of progression, the quality of interactions with the external world, in general, improves where one continues or pursue one's passions, dreams, and goals. In such a progressive mindset, new actions occur in such a way where one is very confident and clear about one's energetic identity in relation to the world. Progression has been central in the author's life as an underlying principle around which big goals were accomplished, such as reaching the top of Mount Everest, requiring several years of training and commitment. Placement and activation of core, primal, energy were essential in the fulfillment of this goal. Such an achievement begins with a clear conceptualization of the value inherent in the progression leading to great peak states. Desiring such peak states and achieving lofty goals invariably requires the best possible visualization of the final goal. The internal significance of a lofty goal as well as the glory of progression must be internalized in each facet of one's life, allowing for the blossoming of experiences. These experiences induce and sustain the flowering and expansion of good quality thoughts and emotions. The author values genuineness and is expressing the ideas presented to transmit truths that have been directly discovered in the extraordinary experience known as life. Without genuineness, the adequate transmission of these extraordinary truths and ideas cannot uplift humanity from a state of stagnation into an awakening of progression. The author encourages readers to discover their genuineness, and in doing so, kindle internally multiple processes that will start true progression that stops repetitive cycles causing stagnation. The distinction between stagnation and progression must be clear within the mind before any true progress can occur. This distinction is understood further when one recognizes the entrapment within repetitive cycles where one is not progressing further. Stagnation, from the author's perspective, is simply being stuck in the same place. Another way to think about stagnation is the repetition of the same activities where progression is not happening, and it is as if one is repeating the same activities and expecting different results. Stagnation is where one is not able to get out of the box, psychologically and/or otherwise, such that one is internally and externally stuck. When considering cognitive abilities and strengths, stagnation occurs due to restrictive patterns that seem to persist over time. These patterns are inculcated due to one's upbringing and conditioning, where the ability to perceive the nature of one's patterns remains diminished due to the force of such repetitive patterns. Courage is needed to recognize repetitive patterns, and from that courage, attempt different types of changes that can break through particularly harmful patterns or stagnated patterns. There are undoubtedly many facets of courage. The courage to experience different types of activities, events, situations, etc. all requires energy to become activated. The energy within courage is where the emotion of courage and the intellectual power behind it moves in a direction towards one's goals such that the energy remains intact and non-fragmented. Hence, there is no diversion of energy flowing towards the goal consistently. Outer/inner freedom and vitamin M. The regeneration of core energy leads to outer and inner freedom in all aspects of life, where vitamin M increases in the form of greater financial strength and its correlation to the energetic development of mental strength. With regards to obtaining a better perspective regarding money in general, please note the following. 1. Money has undergone a variety of changes in many different forms over the past 2,000 years. 2. Money is a symbolic representation of raw energy that is produced from human activity. 3. In the past, money has taken many different forms of intrinsic value such as animals, tobacco, greens, various metals, fur, etc. 4. Ornamentally valuable objects such as precious metals were used to give a symbolic representation of value that is intrinsic to these objects. The standardization of value in terms of coins minted from precious metals created a way for this raw energy to be represented in quantifiable and tangible ways. 5. As human civilization developed, the symbolic nature of money served as a substitute for material objects, marking a significant stage of further sociological development. This type of standardization created psychological imprinting of the symbolic representation of money within the mind, and hence, the emotional and intellectual processes associated with that became significantly crystallized in the context of symbolic money, where this crystallization served as a means of the mind finding increased security. 6. In human history, various issuing institutions were created based on trust, where wealth can be standardized and the flow of wealth via an exchange of goods and products has occurred. During the 19th century, thousands of banks issued banknotes that reflected existing material assets. The utilization and storage, savings, of money evolved further to represent future intention, to have certain experiences, and purchasing capacity of goods and products. The concept of a promissory note was also developed, which indicates an intention to pay in the future. This became a powerful stimulus in the process of trade. Governments began to issue bonds, where such issuing of these bonds has been foundational to the rise of modern nation states. Having examined, to some extent, the necessity of personal and financial progression, it is necessary to admit and acknowledge that the entire world is relentlessly pursuing financial security and success. It is truly astounding when one considers how much time and energy drives the pursuit and enhancement of financial accomplishment. Undoubtedly, money is one of the greatest powers in life that can provide diverse personal experiences, ranging from mere survival to extraordinary indulgences. To move out of mere survival and increase financial strength, the regeneration of core energy is necessary, resulting in inner and outer freedom. Freedom, in one sense, means not being bound by limitations and the capacity to fulfill dreams and goals. When attempting to bring about inner and outer freedom, key values, beliefs, and thought processes must be present, such as 1. Awakening of intellectual power to understanding the difference among limitations, bondages, and freedom. 2. Harmony between one's mind and body where both are at peace. 3. Examination and recognition of the relationship between desires, personal ability, and the realm of possibilities of interaction, all leading to the accumulation of vitamin M. 4. Acceptance of the idea that generating vitamin M is an energetic phenomenon. 5. Stopping the dissipation of vitamin M due to internal/external imbalances and conflicts. 6. Recognition that vitamin M exists as mental energy, psychological strength, due to saving larger amounts of money while utilizing money just as any vitamin is utilized. This leads to maximal internal enjoyment due to using vitamin M in the best possible way where imbalances in 12 areas of one's life are prevented. 7. The mind has many desires and the freedom to fulfill these desires comes from the accumulation of money. Recognition that merely pursuing money without personal development is not a solution to personal problems and cannot actually open the door into undisturbed joy. Money in the form of vitamin M is simply an enabler, as it is the glue that will keep everything together as long as one's internal energy is cohesive. 8. True acceptance of the fact that damaging core energy within oneself causes loss of vitamin M externally and internally. This loss results in a lack of focus, decreased emotional stability, and an overall reduction of potent energy that is needed for energizing all areas of one's life. 9. The true power of vitamin M is present when one gets into a state of freedom, and that freedom itself generates more peace and calmness from within. Internal stillness is like the ocean, where one cannot even judge the depth of the ocean simply by looking at it. An oceanic calmness is experienced when vitamin M and freedom are harnessed simultaneously. 10. Expansive experiences of the material world are possible with vitamin M where the existence of freedom is experientially felt like an expansion of personal energy. Such expansiveness links personal growth/excellence with the storage of financial energy where vitamin M facilitates and further promotes expansiveness. As one's finances and bank balance increase, there is a corresponding enhancement of personal energetic excellence. With these 10 key points in mind, the mistake of trying to increase financial growth without a focus on self-development can be avoided. To perceive exclusively one's bank balance increase further, and further as personal excellence is a serious psychological mistake that ultimately damages inner core energies. The heart and soul of progression exist in personal growth with corresponding financial growth that enhances the flow of positive energy within one's body, mind, and soul. Inner freedom is inexorably linked to the innate and developmental capacity to assume total responsibility for one's thoughts, feelings, and all actions. This responsibility awakens when one makes conscious and adaptive decisions based on an unbiased view of each aspect of one's life. Inner freedom is quite rare in life and can only be discovered by individuals who assume responsibility for the way core energy flows in all circumstances and situations. The power of vitamin M is such that instinctive, emotional, and intellectual needs are met in the context of core values that have ramifications within one's sphere of influence. When these needs are met adequately, they stop functioning as inhibitors of inner freedom due to core energy manifesting externally as money and internally as vitamin M in the form of mental power. The entire decision-making process becomes energized with intelligence, so that multiple forms of responsibility such as personal, familial, social, and spiritual, are imbibed naturally. Inner freedom and total personal responsibility are interconnected where the level of interconnection leads to adaptive actions. These actions are mental and physical, and their adaptive nature unfolds due to adequate expression of core energy as experiential freedom. Freedom is an experiential state of adaptive decision-making, a state of natural psychological evolution, and a state of energy conservation leading to integrated consciousness and involution across 12 dimensions of one's life. From a philosophical point of view, involution occurs when a process or object is ontologically turned in upon itself. When the power of money begins to turn within itself, it leads to conservation of this power and concentration without fragmentation such that refined energy in the form of vitamin M begins to develop within oneself. Experiential freedom is a state of increasing joy. Ricky Singh, Locus of Control and Free Will. One's inner freedom is experienced when one has freedom of thought to hold and consider facts, viewpoints, or other ideas while giving due consideration and respect to others, yet formulating one's vision of personal freedom. Personal freedom inherently implies the existence of free will and the energy present in unimpeded choosing among possible courses of action. 4 freely chosen actions, with an awareness of the flow of core energy in actions, leads to a practical understanding of the link between free will and moral responsibility such that financial power is utilized for overall benefit. Freely willed actions are positive when they are performed by remaining in a space of inner freedom. Mental states such as persuasion, deliberation, and prohibition are all possible due to the energetic processes aiming to accumulate money and experience the freedom obtained by the possession of money. In examining free will further, one's locus of control needs to be in maximum balance and energetic integration, such that free will functions for one's greatest benefit. Locus of control is conceptualized as 1. Locus of control is the degree to which people believe that they, as opposed to external forces, beyond their influence, have control over the outcome of events in their lives. The concept was developed by Julian B. Rotter in 1954 and has since become an aspect of personality psychology. A person's locus, plural loci, Latin for place or location, is conceptualized as internal, a belief that one can control one's own life, or external, a belief that life is controlled by outside factors which the person cannot influence, or that chance or fate controls their lives. 2. Individuals with a strong internal locus of control believe events in their life derive primarily from their actions. For example, when receiving exam results, people with an internal locus of control tend to praise or blame themselves and their abilities. People with a strong external locus of control tend to praise or blame external factors such as the teacher or the exam. A strong internal locus of control is the result of one's free will, possibly leading to a significant reduction of stress/distress. There are dispositional characteristics of individuals that promote stress, tension, worry, uncertainty, fear, etc. Locus of control theory encourages individuals to recognize that control of the outcome of personal actions is possible by recognizing the presence of an internal locus and then developing action steps towards further progress. An awakening of core energy increases one's internal and external locus of control, reduces negative effects of stressful events, increases task-centered coping behaviors, increases access to multifaceted resources, i.e., task assistance, emotional support, information, etc., financial growth and personal excellence. Financial growth is certainly a major facet of personal excellence. See Figure 21 and Appendix. Such growth requires the fostering and establishment of dominant mindsets that can foster financial growth. From entrepreneurial perspectives, consumer-orientated mindsets, increasing productivity mindfully based on supply and demand status, and systematic awakening of inner power, all lead to improved quality of products/services provided with a corresponding increase in reliability and consistency. Increasing mental power leads to the enhancement of operational, analytical, systemic, and conceptual thinking. The creation of inner and outer unity, i.e., the energetic linkage between personal energy and perception of the growth of money as the growth of energy, produces a superior level of value generation for the entrepreneur and consumers. Such internal and external connection between awakened energies generates creative adaptability, sustained productivity, enhanced quality of services/products, increased customer orientation, and increased sustainability. Such enhanced connection increases competitive advantages and fosters expansion and profitability. Any growth process, internal and external, must be adaptive such that the process itself is reasonable, understandable, predictable, and manageable, especially to oneself. There are maximal and minimum strategies where complementation and supplementation are interlinked for true development without damage to one's inner power or current financial status. Each individual striving towards excellence needs to commence a genuine discovery of the functionality of his/her intelligence leading towards dynamic progress. Each seeker of excellence needs to recognize the need for adaptation and moving beyond limited boundaries. Ensuring and accelerating the generation of results requires a sustained flow of energy in directions that are carefully visualized and planned. Individuals desiring further financial growth need to recognize the current paradigm within which they are functioning and discover new paradigms that can shift focus towards generating market value. Essential qualities such as adaptiveness and customer orientation-led paradigms foster enhancement in the context of any current market. Determination of the best structure and function of business processes is foundational in dealing with complexity. This complexity allows an entrepreneur to keep in the forefront root causes of business functions. Building and further development of a framework to manage business functions require personal energy to remain in good synchronous unfoldment. Once this occurs, adaptability, speed of growth, and improvement of profitability occur. An overarching vision of social/business structures and functions also needs to develop so that any business can flourish by keeping in mind the broader context within it exists. This applies to business owners and employees. Financial growth and personal excellence parallel to the rungs of a ladder. Once an individual begins to climb one rung at a time, it is essentially taking an action towards personal excellence and the next action towards personal freedom. This analogy is quite adequate given the fact that alternate rungs of financial freedom and personal excellence need to exist and be climbed sequentially for adequate and stable development across time. Some would like to skip one rung or two runs at a time, and that can create damage, psychological instability, financial risk, and non-sustainability of adequate growth. The energy expended to move from one rung of a ladder to another rung may become difficult over time based on the pace of the individual as well as the spacing of the runs. If the runs are spaced out with adequate distance, there is adequate attention to one's immediate environment, and the climbing process also in sync with the positioning of the ladder. Hence, there is a greater possibility of further progress towards the top of the ladder. One can start taking steps at any point in one's life towards financial freedom or personal development. The key is to start with either one at any given time in life. If one starts with personal development, adequate spending of money ensues. With the starting point of personal development, the climber needs to be aware of ensuring that the rungs are not too far apart, because the climbing will become more difficult if there is too much distance between rungs. Similarly, if one begins with personal development, actual development from one step to the next should be manageable, doable, and performed without falling off the personal development ladder, along with preventing impulsive excitation about getting to the top with increased risk. This analogy is quite adequate with regards to financial development, given that many individuals would like to get to the financial top quite quickly without having adequate protections or keeping adequate attention on the climbing process towards personal development/financial development. If an individual starts climbing with financial development already intact, as in the case of someone who is born into money, the next rung should be personal development. Someone born into money or wealth could already have financial growth and they could become more financially savvy. The next run for such an individual should be personal development, where they can try to calm the mind and gain more understanding of their internal energies so that other pursuits can help them grow and become a better person. Someone who is starting in life and does not have adequate financial stability, growth, and personal excellence needs to start working internally on their personal development, such as going to college or gaining more education, learning various skills, and in doing so they can gain deeper insight into the dormant power and energy that exists within them. Growth towards financial enhancement would occur in individuals who have kept attention on personal development, as stated earlier, and this development materializes by taking alternating steps, just as climbing a ladder. Linking the physical body and the mind together are like the two sides of a ladder that need to be the same length, same height, and are well connected by the rungs. Imagine a ladder where there are two supporting arms where the rungs are connected, where personal excellence in financial growth and personal growth are alternating or occurring simultaneously. Hence, this is a way of connecting energy internally, i.e., in mind/body/soul, and accumulating money as vitamin M is expanded as part of personal excellence, awakening energetic intelligence. To achieve greater states of development, personally and financially, adequate business/occupational and personal development strategies are needed to ensure attainment of desired results. A conscious planning process in achieving short-term and long-term goals requires an awakening of energetic intelligence that underlies/exists as a potentiality within each individual. Expansion of energetic strategies can safeguard the development of profitable business models, leading to the utilization of personal intelligence in avenues that seek win-win situations. Development of effective strategies, while keeping in mind adaptive processes needed for adequate interaction in diverse environments, along with the integration of a variety of expansive strategies given a particular business, are all to be connected in a preventive and defensive manner to ensure results without causing damage due to high-risk endeavors. Ensuring adequate results from any type of business strategy, or occupational strategy, requires a clear evaluation of one's current life circumstances, such that building meaningful solutions to business/occupational challenges can occur using the power within intelligence. The power existing within intelligence can be awakened by recognizing the connection between business, or occupational, development and intellectual strength. Recognition of connections between one's intelligence and the natural/economic world allows for conceptual/fundamental approaches to eventually be operationalized into action plans. Such awakening and strengthening of intelligence fortifies one's current business and/or occupation systemically, by reaching a state of broad-mindedness. Intelligence awakening can occur when one recognizes the significance of a variety of types of intelligence, such as competitive intelligence, vital intelligence, and structural intelligence. Competitive intelligence awakens when one acknowledges the necessity of obtaining broader perspectives with regards to any particular business or industry, and in doing so the path towards further progression becomes clearer. Such clarity results from an understanding of the overall structure of the business in the context of various competitors that may be present. This type of intelligence is known as competitive intelligence, such that it is not used in a harmful manner towards anyone, yet is used to enhance further the delivery of goods and services. This competitive intelligence is also applicable in normal work environments for employees who are working in diverse business settings. Vital intelligence refers to the strength and vigor within intelligence that produces applicable personal vitality, such that the overall competitive business structure is within one's purview. This vitality enhances the services and products offered to the community/consumers at large to provide the best quality service and product. Such an intention has vital energy and has an exemplifying or rebounding effect when it comes in contact with customers. The quality of interaction with them as well as with the quality of products/services offered increases overall vitality and vigor. Structural intelligence is the cognitive power that is placed in the overall vision of any particular industry and its interconnections with other industries. Such interconnections are perceived to a heightened level due to the presence of awakened/refined energy within one's intellect. This energy present within the intellect reaches greater heights due to attention placed on physical and psychological development as well as moving into a state of internal non-contradiction. Internal non-contradiction is a state where one's thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, and core energy are in the best possible alignment. Energetic awakening within one's mind and body lead to recognizing many root causes of innumerable human problems that can be solved by cohesive economic systems. Root causes of problems within the undeniable reality of needs and demands can be understood with clarity and correct vision. This vision allows for the development of good indicators and predictors of the evolution and progression of any particular business or occupational endeavor. Energetic intelligence allows one to project into the future, with regards to the building of possible trends and scenarios, within the framework of a particular business/occupation. These trends and scenarios are conceptualized with an enhanced interlinked understanding of multiple business systems and structures in the context of economic principles. This interlinked understanding is the key to actual success in business because there is a greater and deeper vision of interconnectedness. The recognition of interconnectedness and the application of energetic intelligence in that interconnectedness allows for good decision-making to occur in the development of any specific business or occupational endeavor. Hence, as the latter analogy was discussed earlier, there is movement from one run to the other where energetic intelligence continues to evolve further and further while keeping in mind the greater framework around which any particular business is developed. The context of overall societal systems, government systems, as well as other competitive business structures is energetically held in the mind, leading to best decision-making as one attempts to progress further across 12 dimensions of one's life. As energetic intelligence develops, various indicators and predictors may impact future possibilities, where the competitive advantage of one's company, or occupation, can evolve into a capacity of finding and preventing various threats to the company's development. The ability to recognize the strengths and weaknesses of one's company, or the company that one works for, is an indication of performance indicators. Performance indicators are utilized to gain a clearer understanding of the type of activities/actions that need to be performed as one continues to progress further financially and personally. There is a recognition of strengths and weaknesses of one's company, or one's occupational activity, and those strengths are further enhanced where weaknesses are perceived as opportunities for further development. Energetic intelligence also recognizes risk avoidance and identifies internal/external opportunities for further development in relation to the capacity or the ability of any organization/individual to become resilient. Resilience is another major facet of personal resilience. The concept of resilience is very powerful in the sense that it has within its rejuvenating power, energy, that allows one to bounce back from any setbacks. Setbacks can be overcome via energetic intelligence utilization with regards to A. Operations of a business, B. Information flow with regards to functional aspects, C. Behavioral aspects of employees and others, D. Competitiveness, and E. Overall flow of daily activities. Operational efficiency can potentially be expanded significantly when energetic intelligence becomes active. Vision of one's life. Setting and accomplishing goals. To attain/sustain a state of personal excellence and financial freedom, meaningful and applicable processes must be in place for setting and accomplishing goals. Goals are essentially unfulfilled desires where an individual has aspirations in ascending to higher states of experience. A goal is a state of mind where progress is desired physically, mentally, financially, and spiritually, such that it is a better or higher state of experience from one's current state. Goal setting requires an understanding of one's current life circumstances across 12 dimensions, see Figure 1, and from this understanding, specific short-term and long-term goals can be set within one's mind. The solidity of goals mentally sustains consistent effort towards an experiential state of goal completion, where one is moving into a higher and better state. The decision-making process within oneself needs to be clear such that internal contradictions of desires is resolved. The resolution of such contradictions generates mental energy where set goals are accomplished due to a fully conscious decision-making process. Goals are thus actively set for oneself using greater mental power. A goal cannot be something that is not active, such as watching TV or other passive activity. Any beneficial goal generates superior activity within one's life, and such activity awakens greater and greater energy in taking meaningful steps towards the fulfillment of one's dreams, plans, desires, etc. Actively pursuing goals can be successfully implemented due to the sustained growth of one's inner power and embracing greater states of experience, goals, performance, and self-efficacy. Any goal is an idea of the future or desired result based on envisioning, planning, and commitment to achieve fulfillment. Endeavors are made to reach envisioned goals within a predetermined time by setting deadlines. The concept of a goal is similar to one's purpose or aim, where the anticipated result has intrinsic and extrinsic value. If goals are difficult with greater specificity, there is the possibility of higher performance based on the level of commitment to a goal, along with one's ability and extent of knowledge in taking productive steps. There is a relationship between goals and performance as follows. A. One's attention and concentration are focused and concentrated towards goal-pertinent activities. B. The level of difficulty of any goal is mentally assessed, and one's desire to expand one's ability towards the achievement of a goal is also objectively assessed. C. Internal persistence is increased by the concentration of one's energy. D. At times, a prolonged effort is required, where breaking through self-defeating thoughts becomes absolutely essential to prevent the stopping of efforts towards achieving a set goal. E. Goals can lead to the awakening of dormant energy, where actions taken towards the accomplishment of goals can lead to a state of excitation. F. One begins the process of uncovering approaches, strategies, and methods that could be a novel discovery, leading to the generation of greater force from within. A positive relationship between goal setting, regular performance of actions, and the best use of personal energy depend on several factors. First, a goal must be considered valuable and carry a psychological significance that promotes commitment. Goal setting ensues when qualities such as clarity, challenge, commitment, feedback, and task complexity are all factored into core energy activation. 7. Based on one's employment context, participative goal setting can help increase performance based on internal energy flow and one's commitment to the mission of the employer. Self-efficacy also has a significant relationship with goal commitment. Self-efficacy is, according to psychologist Albert Bandura, who originally proposed the concept, a personal judgment of how well one can execute courses of action required to deal with prospective situations. 8. A strong belief and conviction in one's innate core energy increase, the opening of potential abilities and cognitive/emotional strengths in the context of one's determination/perseverance to overcome obstacles also increase. Interference with utilizing one's core energy most effectively decreases. 9. Additionally, individuals can obtain good feedback from others regarding progression sought towards specific goals. It is also advisable to establish SMART objectives, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bounded, in setting goals and taking adequate daily steps. It should be noted that the SMART framework could be considered somewhat limited due to its exclusion of goal difficulty as part of its criterion. In the goal-setting theory of Locke and Latham, it is recommended to choose goals within the 90th percentile of difficulty, based on the average prior performance of those that have performed the task. Mindset theory of action phases. Goals can be long-term, intermediate, or short-term. The primary distinction is the time required to achieve them in the context of personal energy utilization. The time period required to reach goals is based on the nature of goals, short-term versus intermediate-term versus long-term. One's mindset needs to be clear before an individual can set out to succeed at reaching any goal. A reflective process is needed to decide on the desired end state based on one's desires. Peter Gulwitz's mindset theory of action phases states that there are 2 phases in the accomplishment of any goal. For the first phase, the individual will mentally select their goal by specifying the criteria and deciding on which goal they will set based on their commitment to seeing it through. The second phase is the planning phase, in which that individual will decide which set of behaviors are at their disposal and will allow them to best reach their desired end state or goal. Incentive salience. Certain attributes of a goal help characterize it and ascertain an individual's incentive to achieve that goal. Incentive salience has a major impact on the goal setting and achievement process and is defined as: incentive salience is a cognitive process that confers a desire or one attribute, which includes a motivational component, to a rewarding stimulus. A reward is the attractive and motivational property of a stimulus that induces appetitive behavior, also known as approach behavior, and consummatory behavior. The wanting of incentive salience differs from liking in the sense that liking is the pleasure that is immediately gained from the acquisition or consumption of a rewarding stimulus. The wanting of incentive salience serves a motivational magnet quality of a rewarding stimulus that makes it a desirable and attractive goal, transforming it from a mere sensory experience into something that commands attention, induces approach, and causes it to be sought out. In the context of incentive salience, Goals have various characteristics that motivate individuals as connected to personal values/characteristics that predict goal achievement. These characteristics include: A. Importance or significance placed on a goal is dependent upon a goal's attractiveness, intensity, relevance, priority, and sign. Importance can range from high to low and core energy is activated in gradation. B. An understanding of the level of difficulty is necessary where the difficulty is determined by general estimates of the probability of achieving goals. The level of difficulty of any goal needs to be evaluated carefully with the availability of personal energy. C. Specificity is determined if the goal is qualitative and ranges from being vague to precisely stated. Typically, a higher level goal is vaguer than a lower level sub-goal. For example, wanting to have a successful career is vaguer than wanting to obtain a master's degree. A meditative reflection on the specificity of any goal brings about clarity regarding the nature of a goal. D. Visualization regarding temporal range creates an understanding of this range from proximal, immediate, to distal, delayed, and has a direct impact on how one's energy is utilized. Awareness is typically greater for proximal goals rather than distal goals. The deeper one's visualization, increased clarity dawns upon the achievement of all goals, proximal and distal. 4 phases of goal pursuit in Vitamin M. The complexity of a goal is determined by how many sub-goals are necessary to achieve the goal and how one goal connects to another. Meditative intelligence is crucial in making appropriate connections in the context of Vitamin M storage. Meditative intelligence is increased intellectual functioning via any number of meditation/reflective techniques. Availability of money and amount of Vitamin M need to be clearly cognized to bring about a lucid understanding of goal complexity. For example, graduating college could be considered a complex goal because it has many sub-goals, such as making good grades, and is connected to other goals, such as gaining meaningful employment. 17 If core energy is activated appropriately, complexity can be viewed with personal growth enhancement rather than frustration, tension, low self-confidence, etc. Golvitsa and Bronstetter, 1997, defined 4 phases of goal pursuit as: 1. Pre-decisional, setting preferences between concurring wishes and desires. 2. Pre-actional, promoting the initiation of goal-directed actions. 3. Actional, bringing goal-directed actions to a successful ending. 4. Post-actional, evaluating what has been achieved as compared to what was desired, recognizing the connection between 4 aspects of goal pursuit, Vitamin M, and 12 dimensions allow one to utilize money and time for one's maximum benefit. Goal gradient hypothesis. In further examining goal setting, goal accomplishment, and motivation, the goal gradient hypothesis denotes the classic finding from behaviorism that animals expend more effort as they approach a reward. 19 Clark Leonard Hull was an American psychologist who sought to explain learning and motivation by scientific laws of behavior. According to Hull, goal progress is a measure of advancement toward the accomplishment of a goal. Perceptions of progress often impact human motivation to pursue a goal. Hull developed the goal gradient hypothesis, which posits that motivation to accomplish a goal increases monotonically from the goal initiation state to the goal ending state. Hull developed the goal gradient hypothesis when observing rats racing to receive a food reward. Using sensors to assess the rat's motion, Hull observed that the rat's level of effort increased as the proximal distance to the food reward decreased. The goal gradient hypothesis has been used to predict human behavior when pursuing a goal. Prospect theory perspective. The prospect theory perspective 23 asserts that motivation to pursue a goal can be explained using the principles of prospect theory that emphasizes the following. Reference points. Goals can be described as reference points. Specifically, the goal serves as the reference point by which individuals psychologically differentiate between successes and failures. Using prospect theory terminology, successes are associated with gains, and failures are associated with losses. For example, if a goal is set to lose 10 pounds, losing 11 pounds is a success but losing 9 pounds is a failure. 24 reference points are extremely useful in keeping attention to how much core energy is being used as one progresses towards one's goal. The attitude with which successes and failures are measured important in keeping motivation active. Loss aversion. Similar to decisions under uncertainty, loss aversion applies to goals. With goals, loss aversion implies that the negative effect evoked from performing worse than one's goal outweighs the positive effect associated with exceeding one's goal. For example, consider an individual who has a goal of losing 10 pounds. If he misses his goal by losing only 9 pounds, the magnitude of his negative emotions would be greater than the magnitude of his positive emotions if he exceeds his goal by losing 11 pounds. 25 Negative effect, emotion, causes core energy to be reduced, creating a troubling inner environment. Prevention of loss aversion is possible by keeping attention on any amount of progress and engaging one's energies further to reach set goals. Loss aversion can affect all 12 dimensions of one's life due to the creation of internal imbalances, ranging from slight to severe, based on a perception of performance. Diminishing sensitivity. Individuals' sensitivity to progress in goal pursuit diminishes as they move away from the goal reference point. Therefore, as an individual moves closer toward accomplishing her goal, the perceived value of progress increases. For example, consider a goal to run 10 miles and a separate goal to run 20 miles. If an individual runs 1 mile, the perceived value of this progress is greater when the goal reference point is 10 miles than when the reference point is 20 miles. 26 Prevention of diminished sensitivity is possible by keeping one's physical/mental energy connected with a goal reference point and reflecting meditatively upon the reference point regularly. Such reflection stabilizes one's inner power and can prevent diminished sensitivity. Sub-goals. Using a values approach to goal pursuit, proximal goals are more likely to result in successful outcomes. When a goal is proximal, the value for each step of progress is greater than if the goal is distal given diminishing sensitivity. One way to transform a distal goal to a more proximal goal is to set sub-goals. Setting sub-goals is an effective strategy to motivate successful goal pursuit. 27 The intelligence to set sub-goals awakens by seeing clearly that setting and meeting sub-goals are fulfilling and essential in a process-oriented mindset. Goal persistence. There is also a paradigm for persistence in goal pursuit. The significance of persistence is described below. Tension in goal pursuit arises when there is a discrepancy between one's current state and one's desired goal and state. The motivational force to close this discrepancy, and hence eliminate the tension, leads to persistence. Some concepts equate persistence to the conservation of momentum, a physics principle. Once a goal is initiated, efforts to complete the goal persist unless blunted by a strong external stimulus or by the arousal of an alternative, more forceful goal-directed tendency. 28 Persistence is a state where energetic motivation is present without the presence of tension in goal pursuit. Such an energetic state is possible when one deliberately places energy to reach a state of persistence that is inherently rewarding rather than creating tension by keeping attention on the discrepancy between one's current state and one's desired goal, end state. Using these concepts, Fox and Hoffman, 2002, propose 4 mechanisms for goal persistence. A. Proximal closure. B. Clarity completion. C. Goal valence. D. Intrinsic interests. Proximal closure. Proximal closure posits that as the distance between a goal end state and an individual's current state decreases, the attractive motive force to reach the goal end state increases. The goal becomes more desirable and its completion more feasible. Additionally, as the proximal distance to the goal end state nears, the motivational force to complete the goal and objectives associated with it also increases. 30 As a set goal becomes more desirable, one's inner motivation force is further energized by core energy activation. Money is also utilized, to some extent, to purchase necessary items/products/services/ etc. to achieve the goal. The best use of money with regards to proximal closure enhances vitamin M psychologically and promotes the revitalization of core energy. Clarity of completion. Clarity of completion suggests that as the steps to complete a goal become clearer, persistence to accomplish the goal increases. When the path to complete a goal is clearer, the goal is perceived to be more feasible, and subsequently, the motivation to complete the goal increases. 31 Energy existing within one's intellect is activated when clarity of completion arises within the mind. Clarity tends to be rare in many people's lives and core energy usage becomes increasingly sublimated with increased feasibility of goal completion and joined with balanced motivation. Goal valence. For the goal valence mechanism, Fox and Hoffman, 2002, describe valence as the extent of attractiveness or desirability of the goal. Goals that are perceived to be very valuable, defined as those that meet the needs of the individual, are high valence. Goals with high positive valence are not easily substitutable, meaning they cannot be easily replaced by another goal. An individual is more likely to persist to complete a goal that cannot be substituted for another goal. 32 Attractiveness is experiential as personal energy is utilized to create the experience of attractiveness. The creation of high positive valence sustains placement of energy leading to greater persistence in completing a goal. When such a state of mind is present, other distracting thoughts or ideas are easily discarded from one's mind. Intrinsic interests. For the intrinsic interests mechanism, Fox and Hoffman, 2002, assert that during the pursuit of a primary goal, an individual may develop interests in activities or experiences associated with pursuing the goal. Hence, even if interest in the primary goal wanes, individuals may be motivated to persist toward goal completion so they can continue to engage in associated activities and experiences that elicit positive effect. 34. The development of interest in activities/experiences related to a goal can enhance the journey towards a goal such that obstructions such as boredom, monotony, tediousness, etc. are significantly reduced. SWOT analysis, strategic fit, and benchmarking. In addition to ideas discussed thus far, an individual can perform a SWOT analysis, which is a strategic planning technique used to help a person or organization identify strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats related to business competition or project planning. 35 SWOT assumes that strengths and weaknesses are frequently internal while opportunities and threats are more commonly external. 35 SWOT is an acronym for the 4 parameters of the technique. 1. Strengths, characteristics of the business or project that give it an advantage over others. 2. Weaknesses, characteristics that place the business or project at a disadvantage relative to others. 3. Opportunities, elements in the environment that the business or project could exploit to its advantage. 4. Threats, elements in the environment that could cause trouble for the business or project. The degree to which the internal environment of an individual or organization matches with the external environment is expressed by the concept of strategic fit. Identification of SWOTs is important because they can inform later steps in planning to achieve the objective. First, decision makers should consider whether the objective is attainable, given the SWOTs. If the objective is not attainable, they must select a different objective and repeat the process. In connection to a SWOT analysis, the idea of strategic fit is very much related to goal accomplishment and best utilization of personal energy and money. Strategic fit expresses the degree to which an individual or organization is matching its resources and capabilities with the opportunities in the external environment. The matching takes place through strategy, and it is therefore vital that the company has the actual resources and capabilities to execute and support the strategy. Strategic fit can be used actively to evaluate the current strategic situation of a company as well as opportunities such as M&A and divestitures of organizational divisions. Strategic fit is related to the resource-based view of the firm, which suggests that the key to profitability is not only through positioning and industry selection but rather through an internal focus that seeks to utilize the unique characteristics of the company's portfolio of resources and capabilities. A unique combination of resources and capabilities can eventually be developed into a competitive advantage which the company can profit from. However, it is important to differentiate between resources and capabilities. Resources related to the inputs to production owned by the company, whereas capabilities describe the accumulation of learning the company possesses. Benchmarking is also quite relevant to making adequate progress towards goal achievement. Robert Camp 38 developed a 12-stage approach to benchmarking. The 12-stage methodology consists of 1. Select subject. 2. Define the process. 3. Identify potential partners. 4. Identify data sources. 5. Collect data and select all partners. 6. Determine the gap. 7. Establish process differences. 8. Target future performance. 9. Communicate. 10. Adjust goal. 11. Implement. 12. Review and recalibrate. Intellectual energy is utilized in creating benchmarks. Following through on benchmarks requires patience, focus, skill, keeping one's mind on a progressive track, handling difficulties with equanimity, and recognizing the glory of a process-oriented mindset. See Chapter 7. Word reflections. The author recommends readers to reflect on the ideas presented thus far by reading each word below and briefly contemplating on the meaning with regards to goals. The following grid shows key concepts related to goal setting and goal achievement. Goal setting/planning, deadlines, purpose/AIM, anticipated result, intrinsic value, extrinsic value. Goal directed attention, effort, persistence. Smart self-efficacy mindset. Importance level of difficulty, specificity. Temporal range, proximal goals, distal goals. Goal complexity, goal pursuit, subjective well-being. Time management, feasibility checks, adjusting milestones. Goal displacement, strategic planning, SWOT analysis. Opportunity recognition awakens dormant power. Opportunity recognition is essential to making progress in any of the 12 dimensions, Figure 1, of one's life. Identification of new and unknown opportunities occurs when past knowledge, past experiences, and current reflections allow for one's intellect to identify possibilities. This identification process utilizes the energies within desire and the mind, leading to the best utilization of energy within action, Figure 1. Identification and selection of best opportunities for new businesses are among the most important abilities of anyone trying to reach success in entrepreneurship and/or employment. To awaken dormant power requires opportunity recognition with an open and informed mind. The following points are aspects of opportunity recognition that have the potency to keep one's inner power in the best possible direction. 1. Personal energy is needed to discover opportunities. 2. Creative development of opportunities is possible. 3. Opportunity identification requires energy within desire to be awakened. 4. Entrepreneurs can begin the process of identifying business opportunities while keeping the consumer in mind. Creation and deliverance of value to consumers creates a mindset where opportunities are made and not just found. 5. Prudent investigation and increased sensitivity to market needs allow for core energy to be active, as needed, without making hasty decisions. 6. The development of an opportunity may be possible by recognizing the suboptimal distribution of resources. 7. There is a significant distinction between opportunity recognition and opportunity development, and reflection on this distinction can provide further avenues for growth. 8. The creation of successful enterprises follows a successful prospect development procedure. This includes identification of an opportunity, its appraisal, and expansion. The development process is recurrent and iterative. Conducting evaluations promotes greater clarity at various stages of development and utilizes reflective intellectual capacities too. 9. An entrepreneur is likely to conduct evaluations several times at different stages of development. Evaluation could also lead to recognition of additional opportunities or adjustments to the initial vision. Please see Figure 26 in Appendix regarding major factors influencing core process of opportunity recognition and development. There are, undoubtedly, inner and outer obstacles present when attempting to make progress in life. When we consider the meaning of the word obstacle, it refers to prevailing despite adversity or difficulty, to solve various problems successfully, to defeat an opposing thought or emotion internally, and to overcome something that is causing stagnation and perceive it differently. So, when one is faced with challenges in one's life, many positive mindsets help recognize and overcome obstacles. Obstacles are an opportunity to recognize one's energetic flow and to enhance oneself further, because the obstacle is an opportunity for further internal and external development. To face any obstacle or challenge directly means to face it head on. It means not to be stuck in a state of complaining and not to be stuck with the obstacle, but to recognize it as something that challenges an individual energetically to activate intellectual power and find creative ways of moving through the obstacle. This type of creativity requires a positive state of emotion and thought while the obstacle is still present. To move into a state of positive emotion and thought requires energy, particularly the core energy, to remain intact despite the obstacles that may be present. Hence the realistic aspects through which one views the obstacle, the reality of it, to see it as it is, to look at various possibilities in the realm of possibilities realistically and not simply in some fantasy manner, but to perceive things as they are, is also to utilize the energy of intelligence that exists within the mind most positively and creatively, where one can keep the mind extremely open, where energies continue to open while obstacles or challenges may be present. Also, trying to understand competition in its right framework, in its right way, without damaging internal power, is to utilize the force of competition for one's benefit rather than one's degradation. Competition is an opportunity to produce or provide a better type of service, better quality of product to the consumers, or if one is an employee, to provide the better type of work experience or service to an organization that outshines others. Such type of a competitive mindset is actually harnessing one's internal development and the glory of one's inner development, and it is internally focused rather than externally focused, on a way that prevents looking from within. An externally focused mindset without attention to internal development will cause energetic damage, or it will cause an imbalance within one's energy system. The recognition also of the emotional aspects that are present, or the flow of emotion that is present while obstacles are there, is indicative of being mindful of the energy that emotions use. Emotions use a phenomenal amount of energy, and once they use this energy either constructively or destructively, then one is either going to progress or regress or remain stagnated. Recognizing the positive flow of energy and emotions, or placing energy within positive emotions deliberately, mindfully, adequately, and creatively, is indicative of personal excellence and personal mastery. In addition to these internal qualities being developed, to take a very systematic approach towards breaking down obstacles step by step, recognizing different components of it, promotes a mindful and clear understanding of the way it all functions. There is an acronym STOP that is used in mindfulness training. S equals stop. T equals take a step back. O equals observe. P equals proceed mindfully. When an obstacle is present in front of oneself, one must stop what one is doing and not act right away. The stopping of one's activity allows for one to understand the big picture completely and carefully, and then from that state to take a step back and trace back the series of events that may have led to an obstacle, or however the obstacle may have come. From taking a step back, the clear observation of the nature of the obstacle itself, as well as where one is in one's life, in one's progression, as well as other corollary factors or connected factors, to see them all together in the context of the goal that is trying to be the context of the goal one is trying to reach, as well as in relation to the specific obstacle present, one is then able to stay in the state of clear observation. A state of clear observation eventually will lead to proceeding mindfully, proceeding very carefully, proceeding very much cautiously without creating further obstacles or further difficulty in trying to achieve a particular goal, recognizing and blossoming out of comfort zones. One needs to recognize one's comfort zone and acknowledge its limitations upon oneself. This zone is where one feels comfortable, relaxed, and able to perform certain tasks well. Despite the physical/psychological comfort and ease that is present while in the comfort zone, it is vital to consistently challenge oneself to move out of it. Stretching out of comfort zones requires energy, especially to progress financially. Creativity and happiness can significantly stagnate without challenging oneself to move out of various comfort zones, especially concerning financial development. Many people are content in a particular job, reaching financial/emotional stagnation, and feel stuck in a rut. Blindly following routines becomes the norm without these norms providing fulfillment, enrichment, and further advancement. Moving out of comfort zones can occur without anxiety and nervousness if careful steps are taken daily for steady progress. Opening oneself to new opportunities and experiences first requires recognition of these opportunities and then subsequently, taking direct and active steps in pursuing them. Many people remain stuck in comfort zones due to a variety of fears, such as fear of failure, fear of success, fear of new experiences, and fear of other people's perceptions. Taking on new challenges is a major benchmark of increasing personal energy, possibly leading to increased amount of money coming into one's life. Money provides opportunities for new experiences that can enrich one's life, where the effect of vitamin M increases over time. Recognizing and eliminating negative self-talk is also essential in taking action steps for further growth in all areas of one's life. One's comfort zone itself is a great barrier towards reaching one's full potential. One needs to recognize one's comfort zones and genuinely acknowledge their limitations. Within these zones, one feels comfortable, relaxed, and able to perform certain tasks well. Despite the presence of physical/psychological comfort and ease while in the comfort zone, it is vital to consistently challenge oneself to move out of it. Stretching one's comfort zone requires energy, especially to progress financially. Creativity and happiness can significantly stagnate without challenging oneself to move out of various comfort zones, especially concerning financial development. Given the fact that moving out of one's comfort zone tends to be difficult for many people, the question for all of us is regarding the possibility of blossoming out of the comfort zone. The concept of blossoming refers to the opening up of new and further developments in one's life without strain and with ease. Such type of development creates a further movement where some level of difficulty is perceived, yet it occurs without strain, with ease, and is the essence of harnessing personal energy. Core energy continues to rejuvenate and revitalize itself as it makes its way out of comfort zones and into new zones for further advancement. Blossoming refers to progressing further using organic ways, i.e., systematic, thoughtful, natural, and carefully planned ways, versus something that is done artificially or something that is done with a great deal of unnecessary strain. Actions performed by taking shortcuts ultimately produce harm. True blossoming out of limited zones is comparable to a flower, where different fragrances of a flower go from one place to another, or when good feelings open up within oneself. Similarly, blossoming out of comfort zones is a natural and beautiful movement forward, albeit there would be some natural challenges. Note that a comfort zone is a place where one is comfortable. It is a place where one does not have to strive in performing an activity. There is almost an automatic aspect of remaining in a comfort zone. The mind and body tend to relax in this automatic zone, where mechanisms occurring physically and mentally are functioning without being challenged to move forward. Challenging oneself to move forward and channeling core energy in a chosen direction is essential. Such channeling of energy with specific steps forward is a major accomplishment that has impacts on all 12 dimensions, see Figure 1, to a certain extent. Core energy naturally gets refined and further enhanced when steps are taken to move out of comfort zones. As one moves through a comfort zone, one is allowing one's energy to remain fresh and alive rather than weaken. Loss of core energy occurs when one is stagnant in a comfort zone and the dynamic flow of energy stops. Just as a flowing river dynamically changes and is moving forward, the dynamic flow of core energy has a great force to push through various comfort zones and provide greater experience in many facets of life. With the recognition, as the famous Greek philosopher, Heraclitus stated, that no one can step in the same river twice, the running river of dynamic energy will take one from one place to another, will keep one's life flowing further and further towards greater and greater development/accomplishments. A comfort zone is a place where the mind and body are in a certain energetic state where there is stillness and that eventually dissipates stored energy due to the fact that there is dwindling of this energy. This dwindling process occurs because there is no new regeneration of energy within a comfort zone. After all, the body does not require any new energy in that zone. There is nothing new that is occurring in the comfort zone because one is in a state of saturated satisfaction. Remaining in comfort zones eventually starts to dissipate and dwindle energy due to lack of regeneration and sustained stagnation. Attempts to progress out of comfort zones place the body and mind in possibly a jolted reality based on the type of goals one is trying to achieve. One may even generate and activate intense levels of energy, especially in extreme situations where one's survival may be at stake. This author has experienced intense levels of energy while climbing Mount Everest and has an experiential understanding of activated intense energy. Of course, each person's progression usually does not have extremely difficult goals, yet there is a strong possibility of achieving great heights in life when core energy is significantly activated as it pushes through comfort zones. In the author's life, there have been multiple times when he has deliberately placed himself in extreme situations where core energy was quite active due to one's survival possibly being at stake. In such extreme situations, the author experienced primal power where diverse types of energy awaken that is generated from inside one's body. Of course, the author is not recommending people to put themselves in extreme situations necessarily in this way, yet the author has experienced such a phenomenon in several different endeavors such as climbing Mount Everest. An experiential understanding of activated intense energy exists within the author's experiences and is indicative of the fact that each human being can activate this power, uniquely, as applicable and desired. Even a fraction of this power, if it becomes active, has tremendous potential for enlivening all 12 dimensions, figure 1, and providing life with great clarity and dynamic progress that continues throughout one's life. The desire to move forward in life is needed to move out of a comfort zone where such desire can generate new ideas. If one places oneself in certain types of difficult endeavors or sub-goals to reach the bigger goal, then there is every possibility of awakening tremendous core energy power. From that awakening, new ideas and creativity along with a broader vision of goal accomplishment occur. This requires the development of a process-oriented mindset while psychologically moving out of a result-centric mindset. In circumstances where one is surrounded by existential dangers or by a certain type of adversity, the body responds by coming up with an innovative approach to respond to extremely difficult situations. New ideas pop up in the mind and energy awakens further. There are certainly ups and downs, particularly when one is attempting to move out of one's comfort zone. The body releases various hormones and there are many different types of reactions, ranging from exhilaration to physical/emotional pain. The key is to move out of one's comfort zone and do it safely so that one can get the excitement/exhilaration and many other good experiences, leading to continued progress to the next level in the accomplishment of bigger goals. It can unequivocally be stated that engagement in experiences beyond one's comfort zone needs core energy activation, to some extent or another. Anxiety, self-doubt, and self-defeating thoughts are eliminated by core energy activation as one moves into a zone of expansion and growth. When one is successful in moving even a little out of the comfort zone, there is an individualized experience of success that enhances enthusiasm, motivation, and zeal. Please see Figure 27 in Appendix, Core Energy and Zones Diagram. Please see Figure 28 in Appendix, Flow State and Moving Out of the Comfort Zone. Please see Figure 29 in Appendix, Flow State Diagrams. Commitment and overcoming internal/external resistance. Progression in life is only possible with commitment. Commitment allows an individual to choose from a variety of different paths and possibilities, based on one's goals and desires. Remaining consistent towards a committed path requires perseverance and continuously placing one's energy in progressive directions. Commitment is a state of mind that reaches solidification due to the intensity of one's desire to reach any goal. Core energy is activated to solidify commitment and reset one's mind into a process-oriented mindset, see Chapter 7. Internal resistance occurs when one is attempting to maintain commitment. Recognizing that core energy can break through this resistance is possible due to careful cultivation and harnessing of core energy by deliberate action. Deliberate action allows for one's decision-making process to function in consonance with one's chosen goals. Energy naturally follows the path of one's decision-making and eventually breaks internal resistance. External resistance refers to obstacles or difficulties that one faces. The same core energy strengthens the body and mind to break through these obstacles based on one's circumstances. Keeping a 360-degree view of one's life circumstances allows for mindfully directing one's energy for one's overall development. Hence, internal and external resistance naturally subsides, and one can remain in a process-oriented mindset, embracing risk and reward mindfully. Risk and reward are naturally part of life. To embrace both mindfully requires a clear vision of the damage that can occur with certain risks and also to recognize that certain rewards can also cause damage. Prevention of damage in the 12 dimensions, see Figure 1, of one's life is central to embracing a variety of risks and experiencing certain rewards. The pursuit of rewards that come with a higher risk of causing greater damage needs to be placed aside, mindfully. Without mindfully placing these aside, one can be allured to certain rewards due to the potency of their experience, where the rewarding experience may cause significant damage to core energy. To not damage core energy and mindfully, carefully, cautiously, engage in activity towards further progression leads to vitamin M storage and considerable mental peace. Mindful utilization of vitamin M while keeping the storages of vitamin M intact reduces unnecessary risks. Ricky Singh. Foundation of balance for excellence. Excellence is a state of functioning that results when true balancing of all 12 dimensions of life occurs. Core energy functions for one's benefit across all 12 dimensions as it reaches a state of functional cohesion. In such a state, each of the 12 dimensions reaches an interconnected state of functioning. One of the biggest obstacles in reaching this state is contradictory/conflicting desires. The best use of money in all 12 dimensions will naturally bring about an end to many conflicts and contradictions in one's life. Money, when used respectfully, creates a great foundation upon which a state of excellence develops. Following one's passion in life allows for energy refinement so that greater experiences in the diversity of life can occur without damaging one's foundation. The solidification of one's foundation is the key to developing, maintaining, and enhancing one's state of excellence. Storage of vitamin M, psychologically, provides potency to experience life in such a way that one's foundation is not damaged. Human civilization is afflicted with damaging one's mental power by not developing a solid energetic foundation and by using money impulsively. Vitamin M and strengthening the physical body. Making the physical body healthy. A healthy body is the foundation of one's life. Without a healthy body, progression is difficult if not nearly impossible. The connection between the health of the physical body and vitamin M can be understood by recognizing that keeping the body healthy has many requirements. The right diet, right types of exercise and movement, etc. are all necessary for the best function of the physical body. The benefits of a healthy body in connection to vitamin M are as follows.
A healthy physical body allows one to work at a job or business and earn money.
Earned money can be saved physically and psychologically as vitamin M. B. Diverse experiences in life are possible via a healthy body, such as taking trips, vacations, etc. All experiences in the material world are possible due to a healthy physical body. Greater health provides enhanced experiences in the overall context of one's finances. C. Taking charge of one's life and feeling good about choices made concerning vitamin M storage is increasingly possible as health increases. D. Increasing energy and experiencing greater fitness connect directly with the power of vitamin M within the mind. E. The possibility of being a good role model for one's family and friends with regards to the best use of money, time, and energy has greater potentiality with a healthy body. Keeping a realistic and balanced view of money is a natural and energetic way of making the body healthy. Overindulgence in food, drink, sense enjoyments, vices, etc., causes the physical body to move out of natural balance, resulting in using more money to fix the damage caused due to misuse of money. This becomes a vicious cycle that can be broken by realizing that money is to be respected as energy, and misusing/abusing it will possibly generate vicious cycles. Energy within the physical body and financial growth. One's physical body has energy, and it is directly connected with one's financial growth. Each of the following ideas shown below discusses this connection. A. The physical body is a means of achieving one's goals by utilizing money and developing a healthy body in the best possible manner.
B. A healthy body is a means to improve one's emotional/mental state to get to a higher level in life.
C. Taking care of one's body allows one to experience life in multitude ways.
D. A healthy body allows one to maintain regular sleep cycles and other patterns that all function better when there is a greater accumulation of vitamin M psychologically.
E. Working for money can produce confidence and taking pride in one's work. Money earned produces positive impacts within the mind and increases self-esteem and self-image. Working requires a healthy body, and energy within such a body promotes financial growth, physical health enhancement, and crossing thresholds. Physical health enhancement is very much linked to crossing thresholds in multiple ways as follows. A. Crossing thresholds is very similar to moving out of one's comfort zone that requires a desire to cross a threshold. B. Developing a healthier physical body requires good quality exercise/movement, a good diet, and a stable mind. As one increases physical activity, based on medical recommendations and personal desires, a variety of changes occur in the body where core energy is utilized to fuel these changes. C. Money is required, to some extent or another, in enhancing physical health. Stopping the misuse and abuse of money allows for one's finances to be used for developing one's physical health. D. There is a major connection between the body and the mind. Deciding to cross certain thresholds with regards to physical health requires the best use of mental power in such sustained activity. E. Crossing thresholds promotes self-confidence, especially when one's money is used to such activity that has good positive effects on overall health. F. Physical health enhancement provides additional energy to all 12 dimensions of one's life where vitamin M is further accumulated and carefully spent without causing damage in any area of one's life. Decisional balance, self-efficacy versus temptation. Life is filled with decisions at every turn. Making the right decisions for further development requires us to examine self-efficacy versus temptation. Self-efficacy is a psychological concept regarding how well one can follow through on a course of action and deal with diverse situations that may deflect one from a chosen course. The temptation is also a psychological state that deflects one from one's chosen course of action and can cause many problems. One who is keeping attention on the development of vitamin M can remain in a state of self-efficacy and continue dynamic progression, without temptation. Temptation occurs due to a lack of satisfaction in one's life, especially as one is attempting to progress further on a chosen path. Self-efficacy is one's perception of personal ability to reach any specific goal and leads to an increase in self-esteem, self-worth, and self-confidence, and positive core self-evaluations. Increasing core self-evaluations results in increased locus of control, positive work outcomes, better job satisfaction, and improved job performance. The overall effect is the accumulation of vitamin M, having an energetic effect on all areas of one's life. Vitamin M and strengthening the mind. What is the mind? In our discussion of the mind, one must admit that there is, perhaps, no greater mystery in life than one's own mind. The mind is the set of cognitive faculties that enables consciousness, perception, thinking, judgment, and memory. It is present in each human being. 69 Each of us is conscious of our mind that produces a variety of thoughts, emotions, feelings, and desires. Figure 5 shown below depicts 4 interconnected aspects of what is known as the mind and also shows that core energy exists within each aspect of it. Figure 5. 4 aspects of the mind and core energy. Core energy. 1. Conscious mind. The conscious mind controls all voluntary actions taken by a person. 2. Intellect. The intellect decides to take or not take actions regarding financial activity. 3. Subconscious mind. This is a storehouse of memories and desires regarding money that are out of conscious awareness. 4. Individualized ego. This is the psychological sense of I that demands satisfaction by obtaining money. Embedded within this ego is desire. Core energy enlivens one's conscious mind, intellect, subconscious mind, and ego, as depicted in the figure above, figure 5. To understand this with greater clarity, here are a few examples that illustrate how this core energy is utilized by the 4 aspects of the mind. 1. The conscious mind controls all voluntary actions. The energy required to move the body, to contract muscles, to move bones, etc., is neuropsychological energy, muscular energy, and in a general sense, all physiological energy. This energy has its source ultimately from the sun. The sun's energy is transmitted into the food we eat, and our bodies break food into simpler molecules. These molecules have energy that is then transformed ultimately into core energy, manifested as financial energy, which a refined form of the energy that is stored from food that has been consumed. 2. The intellect decides to take or not take action, including financial activity. The decision-making ability within the human brain uses energy. Conserved vitamin M energy, through conservation techniques or natural sublimation, gives great power to the intellect. In most people, there is confusion about many decisions that must be made in life. The intellect that is infused with refined mental energy has increased the capacity to think over multiple options, visualize pros and cons, and make decisions with a wide vision. 3. The subconscious mind is a storehouse of memories and desires that have been accumulating since birth. Past experiences of pleasure place pressure on the conscious mind to re-experience the same pleasure regarding various enjoyment. The subconscious mind operates in the background and is not in conscious awareness. During the dream state, the contents within the subconscious mind will emerge. The energy required to create the dream world is neuropsychological energy. If this energy in a refined form, i.e., core energy transmutation, is conserved, such conservation has the capacity to eventually take one into a state of restful sleep without excessive dreaming. Dreaming utilizes copious amounts of one's energy. If dreaming decreases, there is greater calmness in the mind due to the mind having enhanced energy. This energy is mostly fragmented and distorted in the dream state. The concentration of fragments occurs in the creation of the dream world. The creation of the dream world uses a great deal of energy that is wasted due to deep-seated conflicts and confusions that tear apart core energy to create the dream world. Advanced meditators have the ability to clean up the dream state, resulting in the quality of dreams becoming positive, and eventually the amount of dreaming decreases substantially into a state known as Yoga Nidra. This is a state where all energy fragmentation effects have ended, and the dream state has been transformed into a deeply restorative state. This level of deep peace at nighttime, Yoga Nidra, is possible via vitamin M conservation. 4. The individualized ego is the psychological sense of I that demands satisfaction desires related to money. Embedded within this ego is desire. This I is one's psychological identity that uses great energy to satisfy desires. Desire is intimately associated with the I, and the pressure of desire demands relief where the I and the impulses of desire are essentially one. The ego works with the intellect, the conscious mind, and the subconscious mind to satisfy desires. The ego is the dividing factor in life. Desire and ego are intimately connected. Meditation allows one to see the difference between desire and ego, and this difference leads to inner freedom. In this freedom, core energy is utilized by one's intelligence for fabulous growth in one's outward and inner life. Ricky Singh. When one decides to progress further in life, this decision generates wonderful linkages between core energy and the four aspects of one's mind. When conscious actions are taken through this interconnection, vitamin M power strengthens mentally due to stopping misuse/abuse of money. Ricky Singh. Thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, and money. Figure 6, below, illustrates the flow of energy within the interconnected structure of thoughts, emotions, memory, and desire. We are aware of our inner world that is a composite of thoughts, emotions, memories, and desires. Energy flowing through this inner world is one's core energy. Creating a balanced flow of this energy is at the heart of personal development and growth. The desire for development across 12 dimensions of one's life allows one to utilize core energy in the best possible manner to bring positivity and harmony with the composite of thoughts, emotions, memories, and desires. Figure 6. Thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, and energy diagram. Thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, core energy, mind physiology, and core energy. There is a direct connection between one's mind, physiology of the physical body, and one's core energy. The interconnection between vitamin M and the mind-body energy connection is as follows. 1. The human mind is, undoubtedly, one of the most mysterious processes in existence. It can store vitamin M based on one's vision of money saved. This mental storage of vitamin M has direct positive effects on the function of the body. Loss of vitamin M, especially rapid loss due to poor decisions, has the potential of destabilizing the physiology of one's body. 2. Energy flows through all 11 physiological systems of the body. These include the integumentary system, skeletal system, muscular system, lymphatic system, respiratory system, digestive system, nervous system, endocrine system, cardiovascular system, urinary system, and reproductive systems. 63 The body and the mind utilize the same energy, and the lack of proper integration of energy prevents an individual and prevents humanity, in general, from reaching a state of the total balance. Vitamin M is a subtle yet very real power existing within one's mind as connected with all 11 physiological systems. 3. The need for balance and core energy enhancement is essential in human civilization to make true inner and outward progress. A true mind-body balance must include financial integration within this balance. A balance stated cannot exist without this integration. 4. When one's inner power stops being wasted due to internal and external conflicts/contradictions that occur due to a variety of life circumstances, conservation and revitalization of one's personal power ensue naturally. This revitalization occurs by recognizing that the body and mind can be damaged by conflicts/contradictions. Best use of vitamin M can assist in fixing such damage. 5. Once the wastage of energy is detected and then stopped, one can utilize that energy at any given time, healthfully and appropriately, for further development while increasing homeostatic balance. 6. The distinction between beneficial use versus harmful use of energy must be clear. Without this clarity, damage to core energy, especially financial power, is inevitable. 7. Negative emotions, i.e., anger, worry, tension, fear, etc., create corresponding physical changes in the body, impacting the physiology of the body. Many etiological, causative, aspects of long-term or chronic disease can be prevented based on the quality of one's inner flow of energy. 8. Activation of positive core energy can possibly facilitate the healing of various types of damage that may have occurred across all 12 dimensions of one's life. 9. Considerable wastage of energy occurs psychologically, mentally, internally, and externally because one's inner world being in a state of confusion, conflict, indecision, uncertainty, etc. 10. Thoughts and emotions are interconnected and move in various directions. Recognition of harm at the onset of proceeding in any given direction allows for turning harmful processes around and placing the mind towards a path of beneficial progression, leading to the best outcomes. 11. Mastery of thoughts and emotions requires awareness of one's conditioning. True mastery leads to energy reaching a state of sacred functioning. Energy, in such functioning, reaches a sacred state. The word sacred can be used in a religious sense or non-religious sense based on one's inclinations and beliefs. It is being used by the author to refer to extraordinary developments in life because energy itself is the foundation of all physical and mental processes that cause activity in life. 12. Life requires energy. When energy completely dissipates and reaches a state of non-functionality, a zero state of energy, that can be called physical death. Life energy, core energy, is extremely precious as it manifests through the multitude of chemical reactions running through the body and the mind. 13. The human body can be conceptualized as a highly intricate chemical reaction. There is an incredible number of biochemical reactions occurring in the body, responsible for one's life experiences. Possession, utilization, gain, and loss of money in diverse contexts directly impact biochemical transfer/use/loss/ etc. of physiological/psychological energy. 14. The ability to keep one's power balanced and in a state of good storage promotes further potentiality to stay in the present experience of life rather than shifting into future worries and/or past regrets. Strengthening the mind is an essential part of vitamin M development and conservation. Figures 7, 8, and 9 illustrate the relationship between vitamin M, strengthening the mind, and core energy, preciousness of time. Figure 7. Past, present, future. Past. Unchangeable. Exists only in one's memory. Present. The actual reality of life. Past and future are brain/mind functions. Future. The time remaining in life is limited. The future is only a potential present. Time remaining in one's life is extremely precious due to the fact that once time is gone, it never comes back. Figure 7 above illustrates calendar time and psychological time. Calendar time is the 24-hour cycle and psychological time is the past, present, and future that is generated within the mind. Following are observations regarding time in relation to vitamin M power. 1. Time remaining in life is shrinking every money, and to clearly visualize this fact, accept it, and honor it allow for vitamin M storage and usage in the best possible way in the present. 2. Each action taken daily can promote progression, regression, or stagnation. Vitamin M accumulation occurs via progression. Vitamin M regression occurs via misuse and abuse of money. Vitamin M stagnation occurs due to stopping the flow of dynamic energy within one's mind. 3. Clearly and meditatively recognizing the preciousness of time allow one to use vitamin M to create maximum benefit across all 12 dimensions, figure 1, of one's life. 4. Money and time are both extremely precious. At any given time, only a limited amount is present. Recognition of time and money as being limited allows one to place attention on personal development by utilizing core energy. One cannot possess an infinite amount of money, and hence, the possession of money is limited. Consequently, one may begin meditative, religious, and/or spiritual activities due to a stark realization that time remaining in one's life is shrinking every second and it is unknown how much time is remaining. 5. Money is a transactional modality of raw power, and possessing it directly increases vitamin M. If one realizes that time is shrinking every second, vitamin M can also grow to take one into an extraordinary state of living a full life, without repeating old and harmful cycles that consume time and drain energy. Memory, inner chattering, calendar time, and desire. Figure 8. Memory, inner chattering, calendar time, and desire. Memory and vitamin M. Inner chattering. And vitamin M. Psychological time and core energy. Calendar time and vitamin M. Desire and vitamin M. Figure 8 shown above illustrates 4 major connecting aspects of inner and external reality with psychological time. Memory, desire, inner chattering, and calendar time are all linked with psychological time. Awareness of the preciousness of time, as stated before, increases vitamin M, awakens core energy, and promotes the best decision-making in one's life. Inner chattering is one's self-talk that is responsible for utilizing vitamin M. Each person has memories about past events that can either serve as a meaningful guide or enslave one in the past. Psychological time is a creation of the human mind where the mind is generally jumping between the past and the future, without fully being in the present. Desire is a powerful force that motivates each person to perform actions in the world. Desire uses immense energy to fulfill itself and uses the intellect for finding ways to satisfy itself. The storehouse of energy within desire can be transmuted into expansions of imagination, increased creativity, improvement of self-confidence, and enjoyment of finer pleasures. One who has a strong desire for money is seeking gratification and enhanced experiences in the material world. Money is one of the most powerful driving forces within the mind. Enhanced experience via utilization of money can be truly compelling. It is possible to harness and mindfully redirect core energy, financial power, and mental power into many creative forces. One may use this energy in multiple ways that can uplift one from limited psychological functioning to extraordinary heights in life. When vitamin M is conserved, one naturally begins to remain more in the present moment and not become afflicted by the torment of psychological time. There is the possibility of prodigious inner and outward wealth accumulating due to vitamin M conservation and transmutation, i.e., increased storage of vitamin M in a refined form. Energy always requires outlets, and if these outlets are vitamin M power, one can truly reach extraordinary heights. There is nothing more precious in life than time. Once it is gone, it never comes back. Vitamin M activation throws one into the present moment. Mixing meditation with vitamin M keeps one in the present moment. Core energy transmutation is living an ecstatic life in total balance. Ricky Singh. Inner chattering, i.e., self-talk, diminishes when vitamin M accumulation commences. Mastery of core energy reduces the frequency of inner chattering, resulting in energy conservation. This conservation strengthens the mind due to energy crystallization, where the mind is merely used as a tool and not constantly switched on. Are you the mind, or are you different from the mind? If you are different from your mind, then you are the master, and the mind is your tool. Intelligent and beneficial use of this tool is possible when energy crystallizes within oneself. Ricky Singh. Use, misuse, and abuse of money. One can see that mental strength is necessary for maintaining clarity about the differences between use, misuse, and abuse of money in the context of vitamin M. Vitamin M is an energy that can be used for one's benefit and further development, and it can also be misused and even abused. Given these three distinctions, it is possible to utilize financial power, to whatever extent one may have, in a way that can further develop and activate inner core energy. The further development and activation of inner core energy is the best possible use of money. When money is utilized in the development of one's core energy in relation to or in the context of the 12 dimensions of one's life, there exists the possibility of enlivening each of the 12 dimensions of one's life by every dollar spent. The mindful utilization of every dollar increases core energy activation and creates the best possible psychological environment for vitamin M utilization. Vitamin M is a concentrated form of psychological energy that should be used carefully where, ideally, there is no imbalance created or damage created in any of the 12 areas. The ability to distinguish between the best possible use of money versus misuse and abuse is part of one's intellectual power or intellectual energetic power. The intellectual power, rational power, and mindful power allow an individual to step back and not simply act on impulse where misuse and abuse may happen. When we consider the meaning of the word misuse, it refers to the wrong way to try to achieve a certain goal or a wrong purpose. It can also refer to the fact that there is the misapplication of energy and improper use of money. So, misuse is different from the best possible use of money. Misuses have many aspects to them, such as using the money to create an experience or to purchase a product that one does not need. One may want to purchase items that damage vitamin M as misuse. Stopping the misuse of vitamin M psychologically, and of course physically, with respect to money, reestablishes the best proper use. When we consider the word abuse, it refers to using money for harm, for deliberate harm to someone else, or even to oneself. Even though sometimes the intention may not be harmful but may result in harm. Abusive situations with money utilization occur when money is used to cause destruction to others, oneself, one's family members, members of society, etc. It is a destructive use of money for harm that is usually accompanied by an illusion of happiness or seeing immediate/temporary relief of strong emotions. Use, misuse, and abuse of mental power. There is, in parallel to money, the best use, misuse, and abuse of mental power. Typically, people who abuse any one facet of their life will abuse other facets. If one does not respect one's body, money, resources, etc., the chances are that respecting others also diminishes. Money has great power, as vitamin M is an enabler that is directly dependent on one's mental power and how best to use it. Recognizing the connection between mental power, vitamin M storage, and making the best decision to not waste one's mental power is essential to overall progression in all 12 dimensions of one's life. See Figure 15 in the appendix. The decision-making process impacts thought patterns, emotional experiences, storage of experiences within memory, and desire. The quality, quantity, and direction of thought, emotion, memory, and desire are all affected by how core energy is used within the framework of the mind. This framework is illustrated below, Figure 9. Figure 9. Core energy, mental framework, and vitamin M. Thoughts, emotions, memories, desires. Vitamin M. Mental power. Please note the following interconnections. A. Thoughts and emotions function together in connection with vitamin M. B. Emotional self-regulation is damaged by misuse and abuse of vitamin M. C. The ability to respond to ongoing demands of experience in life enhances vitamin M storage and assists emotional regulation. D. The flexibility of the mind permits the best reactions to challenges in diverse circumstances. E. Emotions are biological states associated with the nervous system that are significantly impacted by one's overall financial status. F. Emotions are intertwined with mood, temperament, personality, disposition, creativity, and motivation based on best use, misuse, and abuse of money. Energy flows in the emotions based on vitamin M storage, best use, misuse, and/or abuse, in the emotions shown below. Acceptance, affection, amusement, anger, angst, anguish, annoyance, anticipation, anxiety, apathy, arousal, awe, boredom, confidence, contempt, contentment, courage, curiosity, depression, desire, despair, disappointment, disgust, distrust, doubt, ecstasy, embarrassment, empathy, enthusiasm, envy, euphoria, faith, fear, frustration, gratification, gratitude, greed, grief, guilt, happiness, hatred, hope, horror, hostility, humiliation, interest, jealousy, joy, kindness, loneliness, love, lust, nostalgia, outrage, panic, passion, pity, pleasure, pride, rage, regret, rejection, remorse, resentment, sadness, self-confidence, self-pity, shame, shock, shyness, social connection, sorrow, suffering, surprise, trust, wonder, worry. The development of mental energy is enhanced by the development of the following qualities: mindfulness of breath practices, development of relaxation, inner stability, vividness, avoidance of hyperactivity, avoidance of laxity of attention, flow states of absorbed attention. Csikszentmihalyi, 1988. Mental energy is extremely precious. Realizing how to store it and use it wisely can increase financial strength and allow for a broader vision of life to develop. Ricky Singh. Personality and energetic awakening. Mental strength is very much connected to the development of one's personal identity and connection to the storage of vitamin M. There is an energetic way to reflect upon one's personality that leads to enhancing one's identity by placing energy into identity development. The sense of me is developed positively with increased self-esteem, self-worth, assertiveness, reduction of the inner critic, decreased negative evaluation, decreased overconfidence effect, and many other related self-development qualities. Positive qualities and time management. As positive qualities develop, mental disciplines also increase naturally. Discriminate power of the best use versus misuse/abuse of money as part of one's inner discipline aimed at reaching one's goals and objectives. Self-discipline is about creating new habits of thought, action, and speech toward improving oneself and reaching personal and/or institutional goals. Self-discipline is how our self-control is gained, and the way our hope is maintained. Hope follows desire. The vigor of our hopes is affected by the warmth of our desires. The warmth of our desires towards the future depends largely on the turning away of our desires from the present. Time management is a result of good discipline and is conceptualized as follows. Time management is the process of planning and exercising conscious control of time spent on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. It involves a juggling act of various demands upon a person relating to work, social life, family, hobbies, personal interests, and commitments with the finiteness of time. Using time effectively gives the person choice on spending or managing activities at their own time and expediency. Time management may be aided by a range of skills, tools, and techniques used to manage time when accomplishing specific tasks, projects, and goals complying with a due date. Initially, time management referred to just business or work activities, but eventually, the term broadened to include personal activities as well. A time management system is a designed combination of processes, tools, techniques, and methods, money and mental discipline. Mental discipline is necessary for all aspects of one's life, especially concerning money. Mental faculties are strengthened through exercising these faculties based on one's desires, motives, and goals. That which is disciplined or trained is mostly one's mind substance. To consider the mind as a substance simply means that the mind is just as real as anything physical, and it can be disciplined with regards to earning, saving, and spending money. Natural cultivation of personal energy leads to mental discipline when money comes into alignment with one's vision of life. Insight into one's goals and the functioning of one's ego is intricately linked to viewing money in a highly disciplined manner. Insight develops due to the realization that money should be utilized with respect and a process-oriented mindset as life moves forward. This builds daily discipline about organically, naturally, obtaining money via working and taking pride in one's work, rather than attempting to find shortcuts that inherently have harm in them. True discipline naturally abides when one keeps attention to the cultivation of personal energy in the form of earning money. Debt. A destroyer of inner peace and outer success. The average American household carries $8,158 in credit card debt. With median, pre-tax household income sitting at about $4,920 per month, a majority of these balances aren't getting paid in full each billing cycle. 68 The problem of debt is massive in society today, and it is a major barrier in the development of all 12 dimensions of one's life. Getting to higher achievements can increase inner peace and outward success. One of the major financial issues that afflict humanity is debt. Debt causes inertia and stagnation along with a contracted state of personal energy. Financial and emotional independence is also prevented by debt. People in debt are trapped psychologically in a cage where constant pressure about the debt remains mentally. Debt is diametrically opposed to vitamin M storage within the mind. Inner peace is needed in life, just to experience the glory and magnificence of life. Debt destroys inner peace and outer success in the following ways. A. High debt can create a low credit score, which impacts one's ability to obtain low rates on needed loans. Paying higher interests on loans impacts available cash flow. B. Worries about paying off the debt remain in the mind and negatively impact core energy. C. Fear and uncertainty take over as debt is accumulated, as it remains in the back of the mind in daily activities. This results in personal energy not flowing in the best possible manner throughout the day. D. Elevated levels of stress hormones impact the health of the body and the mind. E. Impulsive and high-risk decisions are more likely when there is greater debt. F. One's experience of simple pleasures is affected by debt, leading to a greater possibility of adopting addictive behaviors. The philosophy of buy now and pay now. The philosophy of buy now and pay now is more a way of life rather than anything too abstract. It is actually quite simple and can be stated as follows. 1. Purchase goods/products without accumulating debt and pay using the money available. 2. If it is not necessary to buy or purchase items/services/ etc., at this time, utilize one's internal energy to not engage in such spending. Hence, vitamin M is strengthened within oneself. Keeping attention on increasing vitamin M naturally and joyfully prevents debt. 3. Become aware of one's mind, i.e., thoughts, emotions, etc., getting attracted to purchasing items/services/luxuries/ etc., due to the instantaneous experience of making such a purchase. This experience may come at an unnecessary financial cost, can increase debt, and the mind plays a tricky game where a buy now, pay later thought predominates. Becomes aware of this wrong idea and internally turning it around into buy now, pay now increases peace of mind and promotes overall balance across 12 dimensions of one's life. Spend, save, give, a formula for mental balance. As one progresses further in the application of core energy enhancement and financial growth, a practical formula is the spend, save, give formula. This formula creates mental balance and allows for the best possible utilization of money in a highly beneficial manner across all 12 dimensions of one's life. Once savings increase, one can experience greater novelty in life without harm due to the fact that novelty in all 12 dimensions of one's life becomes possible. The human mind seeks novelty to remain fresh, enlivened, dynamic, and vibrant. Energetic novelty is seeking and experiencing newness without harm to oneself or others. Higher brain functions are involved in the generation of novel ideas that can lead to new experiences. Experiencing natural, organic, and process-oriented joy is integral in experiencing novelty when sustained satisfaction naturally abides. Inner research and energetic intelligence. Inner research is required for progress toward greater inward cohesion of energy. Carl Jung, a great psychologist, said the following: "Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams, who looks inside, awakens too." Carl Jung. The awakening referred to by Carl Jung has key ingredients of resilience, positive living, prevention of financial problems, positive emotions, good physical health, satisfying relationships, psychological flexibility, and inner wisdom. Inner research is simply becoming more and more aware of core energy and how it functions. This awareness leads to inner development and true awakening, allowing for crossing thresholds, reducing insecurity, reducing fear, increasing self-confidence, and transmutation, refinement, of core energy into vitamin M. Freedom to experience the material world is only possible with increased financial strength. Sabotaging this freedom occurs via debt, hasty decisions, impulsive spending of money, problem gambling, and various addictive behaviors. True freedom is to recognize the vitamin M power of money and not to, in any way, abuse money to purchase products or experiences that are damaging to one's mind, body, and spirit. Once this is done, internal freedom and expansion of the mind occur naturally. Success factors are kept alive, such as awaking one's abilities, increasing motivation, and taking opportunities. Internal friction and resistance are eliminated due to the awakening of energetic intelligence that provides an expansive vision of money, core energy, and further development. Energetic intelligence commences, sustains, and expands high-quality emotions, providing the best possible quality of experiences in life. Such a life is one where thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, and core energy all function together to preserve and protect vitamin M. In such protection, small pleasures expand into greater states of pleasure/joy, without harm. This leads to a perfect understanding and application of energy cultivation. A. Engaging energy deliberately and mindfully towards beneficial goals is done via one's free will and decision-making process. B. Entertaining energy refers to masterfully using one's core energy for great enjoyment in life. C. Equipping energy refers to placing energy in 12 dimensions for the best possible development. D. Equalizing energy refers to maintaining balance, steadiness, thoughtfulness, and patience. E. Ending in energy refers to conserving energy as vitamin M. Peak states and euphoria. With energy harnessing, one experiences peak states that are usually quite euphoric and many times sought after repeatedly. There are several possibilities regarding the relationship between peak states and sustained joy. Before we examine these possibilities, further understanding of euphoria will set the state for examining possible relationships between euphoria and joy. The following are major conceptualizations about euphoria. 1. Euphoria is the experience, or effect, of pleasure or excitement and intense feelings of well-being and happiness. Certain natural rewards and social activities, such as aerobic exercise, laughter, listening to or making music, and dancing, can induce a state of euphoria. Euphoria is also a symptom of certain neurological or neuropsychiatric disorders, such as mania. Romantic love and components of the human sexual response cycle are also associated with the induction of euphoria. Certain drugs, many of which are addictive, can cause euphoria, which at least partially motivates their recreational use. 2. Hedonic hotspots, i.e., the pleasure centers of the brain, are functionally linked. Activation of one hotspot results in the recruitment of the others. Inhibition of one hotspot results in the blunting of the effects of activating another hotspot. Therefore, the simultaneous activation of every hedonic hotspot within the reward system is believed to be necessary for generating the sensation of intense euphoria. 42 Core energy activation and utilization can be at high levels when hedonic hotspots are activated. 3. Exercise-induced euphoria. Continuous physical exercise, particularly aerobic exercise, can induce a state of euphoria. For example, distance running is often associated with a runner's high, which is a pronounced state of exercise-induced euphoria. Exercise is known to affect dopamine signaling in the nucleus accumbens, producing euphoria as a result, through increased biosynthesis of 3 particular neurochemicals: anandamide, an endocannabinoid, beta-endorphin, an endogenous opioid, and phenethylamine, a trace amine and amphetamine analog. 4. Music-induced euphoria. Euphoria can occur as a result of dancing to music, music making and listening to emotionally arousing music. Neuroimaging studies have demonstrated that the reward system plays a central role in mediating music-induced pleasure. Pleasurable emotionally arousing music strongly increases dopamine neurotransmission in the dopaminergic pathways that project to the striatum, i.e., the mesolimbic pathway and nigrostriatal pathway. Approximately 5% of the population experiences a phenomenon termed musical anhedonia, in which individuals do not experience pleasure from listening to emotionally arousing music despite having the ability to perceive the intended emotion that is conveyed in passages of music. 5. Copulation-induced euphoria. The various stages of copulation may also be described as inducing euphoria in some people. Various analysts have described either the entire act of copulation, the moments leading to orgasm, or the orgasm itself as the pinnacle of human pleasure or euphoria. 6. Drug-induced euphoria. A euphoriant is a type of psychoactive drug which tends to induce euphoria. Most euphoriants are addictive drugs due to their reinforcing properties and ability to activate the brain's reward system. Is there a relationship between joy and euphoria? Are they separate and related in some way? These questions need to be answered personally, where the author recommends the utilization of vitamin M power in a way that does not create harm, as in the case of drug-induced euphoria. Possession of money is raw power and can be used to create euphoric experiences. There is a possibility that joy is quite different from euphoria. The psychological need for novelty without harm. Novelty seeking, or sensation seeking, is a personality trait that refers to a tendency to pursue new experiences with intense emotional sensations. It is a multifaceted behavioral construct that includes thrill seeking, novelty preference, risk taking, harm avoidance, and reward dependence. Each human being seeks novelty in all 12 dimensions of one's life due to the psychological need for it. The human mind seeks novelty to remain fresh, enlivened, dynamic, and vibrant. Energetic novelty is the seeking and experiencing novelty without harm to oneself or others, where energy is enthusiastically used for greater enjoyment without harm. Higher brain functions are involved in the generation of novel ideas that can lead to new experiences. Keeping the mind fresh, healthy, and vigorously alive is possible by deliberately experiencing novelty without harm. To achieve such a state, one must be clear about the distinction between harm and benefit, as stated before. Once this difference is clear and one performs actions with this clarity, then one evolves into a state of living in novel experiences without harm. Vitamin M and the soul's power. What is primal energy and the soul? Primal energy is one's core/root energy, as discussed earlier. The word primal refers to something primitive, old, and inborn. It is raw energy that each person carries within that is mostly dormant and can be channeled in many different ways. If this energy remains untapped, it could simply weaken and be lost. Abuse of this energy also occurs by maltreating one's body/mind. Stopping this abuse occurs when one realizes that primal energy is the base upon which all energies are built and all endeavors in life are possible. Channeling primal energy into other endeavors such as sports, financial development, philanthropy, educational development, relationship development, etc., allow one to awake one's calling in life, leading to personal excellence. The word soul is used by the author to refer to one's core being. Based on one's beliefs, religious traditions, and/or other ideas, the ideas of the soul are quite diverse, and it is up to each individual to come to his/her conclusions about it. The author is presenting the word soul as one's innermost self, where primal energy resides with its raw potentiality. Tapping into it is possible when one maintains consistent attention on personal development, experiencing the material world in diverse days, and utilizing vitamin M power wisely. Following one's calling or bliss is possible when the core/raw power takes the path of least internal resistance due to the joy of awaking this power and utilizing it for further progression across 12 dimensions. The soul is a great mystery in life. Personal energy harnessing and cultivation is a great doorway into a possible spiritual dimension of one's being. Ricky Singh, Psychological Fragmentation versus Energetic Integration. Psychological fragmentation refers to a state of living where one is not whole and not harmoniously living life beautify in all 12 dimensions. This state occurs due to individuals not living a unified life where one's joy remains hidden due to a mixture of attitudes, perspectives, and behavioral responses that are not in alignment with one's core energy flow. Energetic integration results due to a state of alignment leading to the commencement of using one's energy in the best possible way through this alignment. As this process begins, one begins to feel much more energy flowing through physical and psychological systems. A state of energetic integration leads to awareness of the reservoir of energy existing within oneself, and this can be called the soul's energy. Extraordinary developments and accomplishments are possible when one taps into this reservoir. In the author's life, for example, reaching to the top of Mount Everest and finishing 50 marathons in 50 states is an example of unlocking this great reservoir, systematically, carefully, mindfully, and energetically. Such consistent unlocking culminates in energetic integration. This state of integration is a true alignment of one's financial and spiritual power, leading to the discovery of bliss in any stage or state of life. Focused concentration, sustained awareness, and consistent effort all lead to the following with regards to the connection between financial and spiritual power. 1. One can remain absorbed in chosen activities without creating an imbalance. 2. A state of awareness where damage is prevented. 3. A healthy flow of all mental and emotional energy in daily life. 4. Appreciation and gratitude for all that is going well in 12 dimensions. 5. Worry, anxiety, tension, fear, and insecurity diminish substantially. 6. Meditative, religious, and spiritual practices can be highly enhanced, if so desired. 7. Self-efficacy is enhanced, and harmful temptations are reduced, if not totally eliminated. Major causes of psychological and financial fragmentation. Fragmentation is the main problem within the mind. Different pieces of thoughts, emotions, memories, and desires exist as interrelated and interconnected fragments that are internally contradictory. This contradiction tears apart core energy. Ricky Singh. There are at least 14 major causes of core energy fragmentation. Before examining these areas in detail, the meaning of fragmentation needs to be understood clearly. Fragmentation refers to the fact that most people's lives are split apart psychologically when various fragmented pieces conflict with each other. There are at least 14 major causes of psychological fragmentation as depicted in Figure 10. Described below is a description of each cause and how it fragments core energy. 1. Unsatisfied financial desire. Desire, by definition, is the lack of satisfaction or fulfillment. When financial desire remains unfulfilled or is not satisfied the way one wants it satisfied, then frustration ensues, resulting in emotional energy being torn apart. Emotional energy is intricately tied to the fountain-like flow of desires within oneself. Emotional energy is one aspect of one's core energy. If there are emotional frustrations due to the constant presence of unfulfilled desire, then these frustrations fragment energy. Fragmented energy gets further split due to an increased focus on the lack of emotional satisfaction. 2. Difficulty in attracting financial success. Many individuals have difficulty in attracting financial success due to thoughts and emotions remaining focused on all that is missing in one's life. This can cause deep internal dissatisfaction as well as a sense of low self-esteem. These negative emotional states can further fragment energy and cause a great deal of self-criticism and other inner problems. 3. Hyper-focused greed. Some people have frequent or sudden increases in desire for money. This can be considered as hyper-focused greed. This can occur for a variety of reasons, usually due to quick attempts to recover losses or attempting to quickly gain money using greater risks. In a more generic sense, hyper-focused greed is a type of overstimulation within the brain/mind that causes core energy to fragment, leading to deeper fixation and possibly engaging in greater risks. 4. Unfulfilled fantasies about financial success. Fantasy is a big part of wanting the rich life within the minds of countless individuals. Financial fantasies need to transform into financial realities based on the principles of personal core energy activation and taking steps towards progress. When fantasies are not fulfilled or partially fulfilled, this creates core energy fragmentation, leading to further attempt to reach a fully satisfied state, many times without adequate foundational preparation. 5. Negative perceptions of one's financial status. Self-image, self-worth, and self-esteem are all related and contained in one's perception of one's finances. When there is negative self-perception, an inner sense of not being okay with oneself occurs, which causes disturbances within one's identity structure leading to fragmentation of energy. 6. Low self-esteem. Self-esteem is an emotional evaluation of one's self-perception. Low levels of self-esteem can result in a decrease in overall energy. A decrease in energy can also lead to low self-esteem and damage to energy levels. Diminutions in overall energy can affect vitamin M energy levels and not allow healthy, beneficial actions regarding finances. Self-esteem is related to academic achievement, satisfaction in marriage, and the accomplishment of many other goals in life. Energy fragmentation effects of low self-esteem can lead to vitamin M not flowing properly. When energy fragmentation stops, there is great cohesion of self-worth, self-respect, and self-integrity. 7. Homeostatic imbalances. Imbalances in one's physical and mental health can cause considerable destruction to core energy. Homeostasis refers to a state of overall physical and neuropsychological balance that the body/mind is constantly trying to maintain. 8. Problems in one's spiritual path. Difficulties in one's religious/spiritual path can cause frustration and lead to vitamin M being disturbed. These disturbances in one's spiritual path can lead to self-imposed suppression or severe indulgence. The pendulum effect between suppression and indulgence is a fundamental problem for many on a religious or spiritual path. The pulling back and forth of vitamin M via indulgence and suppression fragments it and can cause one to fall away from one's chosen religious/spiritual path. 9. Novelty seeking and utilization of money to the point of saturation. Novelty saturation occurs due to a sense of repetition of the same types of stimulation. The problem of repetition is serious because the excessive pursuit of novelty leads to saturation. Saturation is the state where a further desire for stimulation is not present or there is excessive boredom despite experiencing a wide range of novel experiences in the material world. The fragmentation effect is solidified when this occurs and has the potential of damaging desire for vitamin M accumulation. 10 Problems with significant other. Conflicts in relationships can cause considerable disturbances within one's energy structure. Relationships can become toxic due to increased conflicts and misunderstandings. Disturbances in intimacy can break the inner cords of healthy attachment that affect the flow of emotions and overall health. Anytime one chooses to enter an intimate relationship with another person, an energy cord is created with the person. This energy cord is an energy connection between partners, and disturbances in this connection causes core energy to fragment. Intimate connection with another person has depth when energy is activated and connected during the formation of the experience of pleasure. Sharing of intimate energy has profound effects on the body and mind. Various impressions are formed in the mind of the person having intimate contact because there is an exchange of energies. The fragmentation effect caused by an imbalance within intimacy needs to be cleared physically and emotionally. Combining vitamin M power with intimacy is a path for clearing energy imbalances. If one is involved in multiple relationships, then energy transference can be even more complex. Again, mindful use of vitamin M is highly beneficial in clearing up disturbances. Energy can be negative or positive, based on the vibration of one's partner and one's vibration. It is possible for one's partner's thoughts, feelings, unresolved emotions, and other disturbances to become intertwined with one's psychological life. If this intertwining has negativity within it, it can cause greater disintegration of psychological energy. Rather than core energy getting revitalized naturally, it gets hyperstimulated and can cause more damage. As a result, problems with one's significant other can possibly worsen if alcohol, illicit drugs, gambling, and/or other addictive behaviors are used excessively where vitamin M is destroyed. 11. Negative memories about past financial experiences. If there are negative memories about past financial experiences, then those memories can further fragment core energy. This occurs when one is trying to engage/activate core in various activities. Negative memories can contaminate one's efforts. This contamination is an aspect of fragmentation. 12. Alcohol, tobacco, other drugs, and gambling. Atot and G. The use of substances such as alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, for example, heroin, cocaine, etc., and/or gambling will further fragment the natural flow of core energy. These substances can, at times, temporarily satisfy potent desires and eventually lead to degradation of core energy due to excessive stimulation of the reward circuitry in the brain. The use of alcohol, illicit drugs, and gambling, as related to vitamin M, will further lower positive energy and possibly open the door into lower levels of consciousness. This is especially when the brain is hyperstimulated. The quality of core energy can get polluted by a harmful mixture of alcohol and/or other illicit substances. 13. Mental health problems. Problems with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, etc., can all fragment natural core energy. For example, chronic depression can affect vitamin M potency, and this causes core energy to fragment. Mental health problems, in general, can affect desire, cause difficulty in reaching financial heights, and overall personal development. 14. Negative or painful emotions. Negative emotions or current/past painful emotions will fragment core energy. Negative emotions utilize large amounts of energy that should be available for normal activities in life, including the generation of vitamin M. Here is a list of negative emotions and mental qualities that can easily fragment core energy and degrade it further. Abusive, controlling, aggressive, cowardly, greedy, angry, critical, grieving, annoyed, cruel, hatred, antagonistic, defeated, hopeless, anxious, deluded, ignorant, arrogant, demanding, impatient, ashamed, dependent, impoverished, belligerent, depressed, impulsive, bitter, desperate, indifferent, bored, destitute, inert, broken down, destructive, insecure, bullied, detached, insensitive, chaotic, disconnected, irresponsible, cold, discouraged, irritated, commanding, disgusted, isolated, competitive, dominated, jealous, complaining, dominating, judged, conceited, egocentric, judgmental, condemned, egotistical, lazy, conflicted, envious, lonely, confused, erratic, lost, conservative, frightened, mad, controlled, frustrated, manipulated, manipulative, ridiculous, unhappy, miserable, righteous, unresponsive, moody, ruthless, untrusting, moral, sad, vain, negative, sadistic, vengeance, secretive, vicious, obsessed, self-condemning, victimized, panicked, self-defeating, violent, paranoid, self-destructive, wise, passive, self-hatred, perfectionist, self-obsessed, pitiful, self-pity, poor, self-sabotaging, possessive, selfish, preoccupied, shamed, procrastination, shut down, punished, shy, punishing, sorry, rage, stricken, reactionary, strung out, reclusive, stubborn, rejected, superior, repressed, tantrums, resentful, timid, resigned, unconcerned, responsible, unforgiving. Figure 10. Major causes of core energy fragmentation. Negative or painful emotions of any type. Unsatisfied financial desire. Difficulty in attracting financial success. Hyper-focused greed. Unfulfilled fantasies about money. Negative perceptions of one's financial status. Low self-esteem. Homeostatic imbalances. Problems in one's spiritual path. Novelty saturation. Problems with significant other. Negative memories of past financial experiences. ATAT and G. Mental health problems. Fragmentation of energy. Whole state of core energy. Fragmentation of energy. The whole state of core energy has nearly unlimited capacity to open fantastic possibilities in one's life. When core/primal energy is no longer fragmented, it becomes sacred energy. Ricky Singh. Relationship between spiritual power and financial power. A financial abundance mindset can be developed by utilizing one's spiritual power. Fundamental to this developmental process is not allowing greed to overtake one's decision-making process. Taking daily actions that increase money coming into one's life, along with mentally/emotionally focusing on abundance rather than scarcity, allows for one's core energy to align with abundance. This requires dismantling limited beliefs, visualization of goal completion, and resetting the frequency of one's emotions to resonate with abundance. Moving out of an internal state of resistance, i.e., feeling tight, stressed, frustrated, irritated, desperate, etc., and realigning with one's spiritual power brings about a natural state of calmness, relaxation, harmony, joy, etc. If one is performing religious/spiritual/meditative practices, one of the major effects of such practices is life blossoming with awakened spiritual power that resonates with financial abundance. In this resonance, correct actions are taken for financial abundance to become a reality in one's life. A few practical steps are shown below to align oneself with abundance. 1. Notice any negative thoughts/feelings about money and mindfully drop them via meditation/visualization practices. 2. Take steady breaths and get a clear/realistic view of the overall financial situation. 3. Align thoughts with happiness is appreciating what you have, rather than being miserable about what you do not have. With this realignment, take daily steps towards further progression while remaining spiritually cohesive. 4. Consider money as a spiritual power. Drop the belief from your mind that money and spirituality do not mix. 5. Drop the idea that one is not spiritual that arises due to wanting and negatively viewing money. 6. Recognize that money is energetically and deliberately created and utilized by us, and it mixes well with spiritual awakening. 7. One's spiritual power, soul, is infinitely abundant if considering oneself as a spiritual being. If there is the identification of oneself as a spiritual being, there is naturally great abundance in such identification. One's spiritual qualities, such as love, peace, fulfillment, bliss, truth, contemplation, generosity, etc., are an indication of spiritual abundance. When one holds on to these qualities and connects them with financial abundance, a state of resonance occurs that shifts one into a process-oriented mindset. 8. Money is neutral with regards to it being a form of energy. The energy behind money is of significance, and this energy is one's core energy when one has money. 9. Recognize that spiritual and financial growth are both expansive. The realization leads to the best utilizing of one's mental/physical energies to generate resonance with expansiveness. An expansive state of living is the flow of vitamin M power, each hour of one's life. Contracted living is directly experienced when vitamin M power diminishes. Ricky Singh. The magnificence of energy. Opulence and vitamin M. Progression is one's personal development, is possible when one has fundamental or core respect for energy while embracing the glory of energy. Any type or any form of disrespect for one's power will dissipate energy and will obstruct the glory and the opulence of this fundamental core power that we all possess. The ability to perceive the opulence and glory of one's energy develops further and is enhanced when one genuinely embraces the glory of this power. Just as one embraces the success of having large amounts of money, similarly one can embrace the glory of vitamin M as money accumulates in the form of energy that is deliberately used to enliven all 12 dimensions of one's life. See Figure 1. Disrespect of vitamin M occurs when one uses it for harm and when one pursues money for its own sake without creating great harmony and progression in all 12 dimensions. Money pursued for its own sake can have deleterious consequences if attention is not placed on core energy enhancement. There are countless examples of individuals who have created severe damage to their personal lives by pursuing money for its own sake and then misusing/abusing it. When one sees the opulence of outer wealth and inner wealth, life becomes a symphony of joyous experiences. In such joyous states, the word magnificence has a considerable connotation with regards to vitamin M, because magnificence is much beyond simply a very good experience. It is referring to the glory of great achievements via a process-oriented mindset. Magnificence has opulence, and it is also the recognition of opulence across 12 dimensions via vitamin M conservation and best utilization. For example, when Mount Everest is perceived for the first time with one's own eyes, it is an experience of magnificence. There is a mind-blowing experience at the incredible sight of the highest mountain in the world. The experience is very different from reading about it, watching movies about it, watching videos about it, or seeing pictures about it. The actual basking in the glory of opulent energy occurs when one is in direct experiential and energetic contact. The direct perception, for example, of Mount Everest is a completely different matter compared to any other indirect perception of it. When one is basking in the glory of magnificent energy existing in manifold experiences, power within oneself culminates into a state of opulence with great appreciation for it manifesting psychologically, i.e., within one's direct experience. Vitamin M can reach a state of opulence internally as one begins to truly appreciate the experience provided by the utilization of money. Any experience provided by any amount of the utilization of money can be considered an opulent experience when one directly taps into vitamin M via the following truth: power of money is stored mentally, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually as vitamin M within one's neurophysiological, i.e., brain/body, and neuropsychological, i.e., brain/mind, system. For example, when one buys groceries, the experience of purchasing them can be opulent when every dollar is used to energize 12 dimensions, due to utilizing energy within the food being converted into core energy within one's system. This realization allows one to experience vitamin M power in ordinary monetary transactions due to the best conservation, utilization, and revitalization of vitamin M. The following are key points regarding opulence and money. 1. There is a parallel development of vitamin M, saving money, and uplifting oneself across 12 dimensions. 2. When one enters into opulent living, it impacts others around such a person in extremely positive and uplifting ways. 3. Energetic upliftment is opulent when the mind, body, and soul are in cohesion via a process-oriented mindset. 4. The word opulence conjures vastness, a vision of beauty, a work of art, something that is so enormous, something that is so encompassing, that energy and vitamin M combine beautifully together into that vastness. 5. True beauty manifests emotionally, intellectually, relationally, etc., in all opulent states that dynamically move from one experience to another. This is possible only if vitamin M is present. 6. Vitamin M power opens countless doors that can provide magnificent experiences when one recognizes the glory of one's internal energy. Doorways to open financial power manifest due to the appreciation of one's internal/core energy. 7. The best possible uses of money occur due to the development of one's highest understanding of vitamin M utilization for the benefit and further development. This is clearly distinct from using money for causing damage, harm, degradation, or running after greater sense enjoyments that have harmful after effects. An ability to keep one's attention on personal energetic enhancement and integration keeps this distinction clear and alive within oneself. 8. Keeping attention to vitamin M development daily leads to an opening of vast possibilities that transcend the limited conditioning within one's mind. Experiences that were not considered within the realm of one's experience may become accessible in due time. 9. There is an energetic connection between opulence and joy. Energy existing within joy allows for a true blossoming of one's healthy passions, desires, and dynamism. The prison of human conflicts. True opulence is possible when humanity recognizes the need to come out of the prison of human conflicts. Money is certainly one major cause of conflicts. The prison of human conflicts, as shown in Figure 11, below, is circular in nature, and the transmission of these conflicts occurs due to problems in vitamin M storage and usage, ranging from the individual to the global. Once personal transformation begins, humanity can possibly find a way out of these conflicts by realizing that wastage of vitamin M power generates internally conflicted individuals, leading to global conflicts, as shown in Figure 11. Figure 11. The prison of human conflicts. Internally conflicted individual. Conflicts with significant others and family members. Familial conflicts. Group conflicts. One groups versus another global conflicts. Transmission of conflicts from generation to generation. Energetic fusion of financial and inner power. Just as a caterpillar goes through a metamorphosis and becomes a beautiful butterfly, energetic fusion of financial and inner power can create metamorphosis into pure joy, as shown in Figure 12, and is explained below. 1. Awakened intelligence by transmutation of money refers to the creation and storage of mental power by possessing money. 2. Emotional harmony due to full acceptance of one's financial potential refers to vitamin M connecting constantly with one's emotions. 3. Relationship with consumers is a mirror of one's energetic success refers to the best possible and genuine offering of goods/services to consumers, leading to financial success and vitamin M accumulation. 4. Natural removal of inner blocks leading to inner freedom refers to using core energy for physical/mental enhancement via balancing all 12 dimensions using vitamin M. 5. Realization of the preciousness of time, via core energy transmutation refers to utilizing time and energy to uplift oneself across 12 dimensions where money is used as a fuel for personal upliftment. Transmutation refers to a metamorphosis from a limited and bound state to an expansive state of energy and money. 6. Flowering of financial desire with natural conservation of energy refers to the growth of desire without the emotional pangs of dissatisfaction. Such a state conserves energy, activates core energy, and enlivens one into dynamic progression. Keeping financial desire active requires vitamin M conservation. Misuse, abuse of vitamin M power can destroy constructive desires and generate destructive desires. Much of human suffering can end when destructive desires transform into constructive desires. Ricky Singh, Figure 12. Vitamin M and metamorphosis into pure joy. 1. Awakened intelligence by transmutation of money. 2. Emotional harmony due to full acceptance of one's financial potential. 3. Relationship with consumers is a mirror of one's energetic success. 4. Natural removal of inner blocks leading to inner freedom. 5. Realization of the preciousness of time, via core energy transmutation. 6. Flowering of financial desire with natural conservation of energy. Experiential reasoning and personal energy. True magnificence is experiential. With one's enhanced ability to utilize one's intellectual powers to the highest levels, the glory of personal energy is experientially realized. Experiential reasoning refers to one's thinking capacity to utilize logic in resolving problems, overcoming obstacles, and using rationality to progress further. Many cause-effect relationships need to be carefully, energetically, and opulently perceived so that respect for one's intellectual power increases exponentially. This increase in one's intellectual/cognitive/contemplative power is a magnificent state of living where vitamin M is used as the fuel for such exponential growth. With such growth of one intellect via experiential reasoning, 12 dimensions of one's life are enlivened and begin to function in a state of magnificence where each day of one's life is opulent. To reach such a state, the connection between experiential reasoning and personal energy can be understood as follows. 1. Experiential reasoning begins with direct life experiences that are tied to real-world problems and situations. Facilitation of direct learning occurs by reflectively examining one's experiences and internally gaining wisdom from such reflection. 2. Posing questions, investigating, experimenting, increasing curiosity, increasing creativity, constructing meaning, and realizing how personal power is utilized in all such mental activities enhances experiential reasoning abilities. 3. Reflection, critical analysis, and synthesis of information based on events/experiences/knowledge allow for one's intellectual abilities to utilize greater core energies and increasing one's reasoning ability. 4. Attempting to gain inner clarity occurs when one connects intellectual strength, emotional strength, with one's overall experience in the context of 12 dimensions. Steadily and reflectively utilizing reasoning capacity allows for inner, personal, energies to increase intellectual abilities which, in turn, increase the possibility of vitamin M accumulation via obtaining, saving, and utilizing money for maximum benefit across all 12 dimensions. 5. Determining the quantity and quality of experiences available via utilization of money requires steady reflection and reasoning about how much vitamin M is to be utilized to obtain such experience. 6. Energetic fusion occurs when an experiential decision is made to not waste any amount of vitamin M. This is a state of joy, not contracted limitation. Performance and primal energy. Performance enhancement is intricately linked with primal, core, energy activation, growth, and refinement. The following ideas are central in enhancing performance to achieve goals, experience greater states of enjoyment and opulence, and accumulate vitamin M. 1. Building mental skills, mental toughness, focus, self-confidence, determination, and remaining in a state of control of one's energies occurs when a goal is kept in mind and money is used as vitamin M, cautiously. 2. Internal pressure to perform decreases and natural joy increases. This results in naturally unfolding primal energy. 3. There is an edge of human excellence in all facets of life. Recognizing this edge allows one to aim high and feel the glory and opulence of this edge. 4. Positive self-talk increases performance and allows one to keep an optimistic viewpoint as one attempts to progress further. 5. Performance enhancement occurs as vitamin M is further accumulated psychologically, having impacts in all 12 dimensions. Desire to enhance performance must be present before performance enhancement unfolds. The energy within desire, see Figure 1, awakens with a recognition of the dynamic nature of desire. 6. The courage to take ethical steps in personal development evolves due to the realization of opulent energy awakened by living an ethical life. 7. An urgency to take the right steps, daily and steadily, develops as one experiences inner opulence in progressing further towards goal accomplishment. 8. Strong beliefs develop regarding the accomplishment of set goals. 9. One's mind labels positive behaviors and attitudes as one continues to utilize visualization techniques. 10. Mental training becomes an integral part of the development and storage of vitamin M. This leads to peak performance and flow states. 11. Identifying with states of excellence leads to superior performance. 12. Arousal, excitement, management, attention enhancement, motivation, and setting realistic goals are all experienced as opulent states. Money is used to experience and enhance these states. 13. One begins to develop, establish, and maintain high standards with a focus on self-mastery. 14. Motivation gets cultivated and striving for excellence ensues without getting caught into obsessive perfectionism. 15. One becomes focused on process rather than outcomes, and this leads to experiencing one's journey towards a goal as opulent. Of course, the accomplishment of any goal is gratifying and leads to a new desire for other goals. Hence, a dynamic flow continues to occur in life rather than stagnation. 16. Deliberate practice leads to expertise development and discovering joy in a process-oriented mindset. Growth in focused attention, adaptability, and improved performance occur naturally. 17. The how of one's practice in accomplishing goals is more significant than the amount of time or effort placed. An energetic mindset allows for the how of any practice to reach a state of flow, where the amount of time spent in intentional practice is naturally the right amount of time. 18. One recognizes how to create one's own potential based on the realm of possibilities in one's life. 19. Mental representations of one's success become hardwired within one's mind. Energy is utilized by taking all the right steps and bringing these representations to fruition. 20. One realizes the importance of feedback and fixes mistakes in one's progression further. Practice refines further and generates better mental representations that lead to systematic improvement. 21. Natural motivation from within erupts as opulence is experienced and one is taken out of one's comfort zone for further progression. The highest quality performance requires commitment no matter what. Commitment arises within oneself when there is energy placed in intentions moving towards directions that carry significant purpose. Commitment is essential for success, and realizing that personal energy can refine further via dedication provides the impetus to remain committed to performing to the best of one's ability and action is undertaken. There is a common question: how badly do you want it? The answer to this question comes from within one's inner space of desire and the amount of energy one is willing to place to fulfill desires. When a decision is made that quitting is not an option, such an intense decision increases inner energy levels substantially, while moving towards goal completion becomes highly focused. Qualities such as mental and physical agility, knowledge, etc. are all needed for one to be fully committed towards goal accomplishment. Commitment is also related to mindfulness and acceptance of one's current status and deciding to move further with acceptance. Acceptance does not imply stagnation. On the contrary, acceptance implies the development of a new vision with a clear understanding of one's current status. One becomes aware of one's internal experiences and begins a process of interaction with these experiences that strengthens commitment and primal energy activation. The following are key points regarding commitment, primal energy, and vitamin M. The intensity of commitment can move one closer or further away from goals, values, ethics, morality, and best use of money. 2. Performing actions in the right direction, especially when one does not feel like performing these actions, allows one to reset one's core energy flow within emotions and strengthen one's resolve. 3. Commitment has motivational aspects where motivation remains sustained rather than just a burst of high emotion due to the excitement. 4. Optimal performance results from right action, right thinking, right feeling, best visualization, and inner security due to vitamin M storage. 5. A non-wavering mind develops via systematic steps taken on a daily basis through commitment. 6. Emotions have considerable energy, and they can fluctuate in many ways that can destroy one's commitment. Commitment strength increases when emotions remain balanced via integration of thoughts, emotions, memories, and desires. 7. Performance tasks become easier to execute and a process-oriented mindset as resistance in performing repetitive actions decreases. Many goals require repetitive actions and boredom can easily ensure. Moving out of these states requires the strength to endure difficulties and challenges without losing the tenacity to accomplish goals. As we can see, performance and primal energy are intricately linked together, complement each other, and allow one to reach a state of self-mastery when a consistent effort is placed. Skill development is a critical aspect of enhanced performance, and energy is required for this development. Recognition of the importance of placing energy in skill development allows one to effectively utilize time in learning new skills and developing a progressive outlook. Internal problems such as confusion, lack of commitment, tiredness, shifting goals to the point of not accomplishing anything, etc., all can create low self-esteem and dispersion of energy. Thus, dedicating adequate time to deliberate, conscious, planned, and intentional practice is critical. In the author's life, running marathons across all 50 states is a living example of deliberate practice with consistent effort and the experience of joy that accompanies goal accomplishment. The sacrifice of one's time, energy, and many other experiences may be necessary based on the height of a goal. The higher the goal, the greater the sacrifice of time and energy. The sacrifice of energy is the refinement of energy as one moves towards achieving lofty goals. One's willingness to set personal standards of excellence determines the level of success. Mindfulness of one's daily status leads to taking the right decisions on a chosen path. Consistently, daily, making and implementing the right decisions towards a chosen goal leads to the development of higher levels of commitment, which in turn leads to making a better decision, etc. It becomes a positive feedback loop, and one begins to excel. Goals can range from the ordinary to the lofty. Irrespective of the nature of chosen goals and their level of difficulty, vitamin M utilization must be for total benefit without using any of vitamin M power in a way that distracts from chosen goals. Money becomes a fuel to realize extraordinary truths and directly gain diverse experiences provided in the material world. Values are also critical in setting goals. Taking steps in accordance with one's values reflects in one's behavior/actions. If values are not reflected in one's actions, they are merely existing superficially in the mind and do not carry much strength. The true strength of values stems from their manifestation in one's actions. These actions impact all 12 dimensions, see Figure 1, with potent ethical energy. One's values, existing as the source of one's actions, are naturally detected and appreciated by others. In addition to personal values, communication with mentors and others is essential towards further progression because guidance and honest feedback from others are necessary for further growth. Also, through such mentoring, making conscious efforts to keep oneself in a positive mindset will allow emotions to use good quality energy. Emotions such as frustration, anger, disheartenment, etc., can be changed via good relationships with peers and mentors. One can easily sink into negative and energy-draining emotions and lose sight of one's goals. Prevention of this diversion is possible when one detects the beginning of such a negative process and deliberately diverts it into a positive frame of mind. Such mastery comes when vitamin M power is consistently and mindfully used in every instance of one's life. To understand this truth, one must experience it by practicing it daily. Consistent practice is not always comfortable with regards to the best use of vitamin M. Vitamin M power is highly individualized based on one's overall life circumstances across 12 dimensions, and mindfully using this power is not always comfortable and is certainly not the instantaneously fulfilling of any and all desires. Money used as a vitamin to energize performance is one of the best uses of money that awakens the inner realization of the way energy flows in one's life. The importance of free will is also emphasized by the author, who has utilized free will to steadily make progress in achieving lofty goals such as reaching the top of Mount Everest amidst extraordinary difficulties. Primal energy activation was experienced by the author during this endeavor and is indicative of the fact that each person has his primal energy in dormant form. Utilizing daily practices to reach chosen goals is a choice and comes from the raw energy available in one's will that is free to choose. Free will and decisional processes allow one to refocus based on changes that occur in attempting to reach goals. Refocusing requires patience to not act impulsively and take greater risks, seeing difficulties from multiple perspectives, and it requires energetic intelligence to make the best decisions about the next steps. The ability to realistically see the level of difficulty in reaching goals and then committing to them consistently is all part of energetic intelligence. Vitamin M power utilization and experience of ecstatic states without harm results naturally in such commitment. As task difficulty increases, one utilizes greater amounts of core energy, which impacts commitment. A reflective view of the difficulty in goal accomplishment allows one to take a step back and reassess one's next steps or even modify goals. All of this is a personal journey and requires steady reflection. Primal energy activation is possible when there is a single-minded focus towards goal accomplishment. The greater the difficulty of a goal, the greater one's focus and activation of primal energy. Primal energy, once activated, regenerates and rejuvenates itself, like a multi-million-dollar bank account that accumulates greater and greater interest. Vitamin M is refined core energy that can illuminate one's life, irrespective of how much money is in one's bank account. As vitamin M grows, money grows. As money grows, using it as a vitamin causes illumination in life. Ricky Singh. Result-centric versus process-oriented mindset. One should approach all activities and situations with the same sincerity, the same intensity, and the same awareness that one has with bow and arrow in hand. Kenneth Kushner, One Arrow, One Life. Energy disintegration versus energy integration. A choice. In order to converge on the present, one must relinquish, at least briefly, one's mental attachment to the desired goal, allowing for harnessing of inner power in such convergence. To be fully in the present, one's thoughts cannot be diverted into a future result while diminishing one's power in the present. Inner pressure to reach a goal diminishes and can even completely dissipate when the art of being absorbed in a process-oriented mindset is mastered. Shifting one's attention from a preset goal and making the process of achieving the preset goal as a goal, results in all inner tension, pressure, worry, anxiety, inner friction, inner conflict, etc. to dwindle and totally dissipate. When one's goal is to place inner power in actions one is performing rather than wasting mental power by concentration on a future-oriented goal, great vitality awakens, creating wonderful leaps of progress. Intrinsic joy erupts and steadily abides within one's inner space due to not delaying joy, keeping in mind the glory of one's journey towards a preset goal. The non-delay of joy is inherently present within a process-oriented mindset and is pivotal to the storage and best utilization of vitamin M. Great subtlety exists in making such a transformative shift in one's approach towards fixed goals that transforms one's attitude and approach with regards to the performance of all actions in life. When one remains in a state of continual awareness of one's activity, great feelings of stability and harmony abide naturally. The presence of these feelings generates energy activation and allows for further growth and development due to interconnected energetic flow. There is a considerable diminishment in one's self-talk and inner chattering when one truly comes to the present-centered activity in a process-oriented mindset. The slowing down of the mind is actually energizing it further by keeping energy within the activity itself, rather than splitting it between the current activity and thoughts about the preset goals. Focusing one's mental powers in a process-oriented mindset allows an individual to handle many activities throughout the day with a great deal of joy, satisfaction, inherent energetic integration, and eliminating harmful reactivity. Generally, one's mind tries to manage long lists of activities that need to get done in the future, leading to the development of tension. In a process-oriented mindset, there is also temporarily setting aside the mind's obsession with results. A result-centric mindset delays joy and creates unnecessary drainage of energy that is needed in performing activity to the best of one's ability in the present. When one is truly in a process-oriented mindset, each action occurs without intrapsychic resistance, referring to a great flow of energy where there are reductions and possible destruction of frustration and impatience. Nonetheless, one needs to be aware of one's ability to keep a realistic viewpoint of a process-oriented mindset such that one does not wind up creating unattainable expectations. Recognizing the glory of a process-oriented mindset is the beginning of realizing that one can stay in the present and keep one's mind from getting disturbed or distracted by flipping back and forth between the past and the future. The desire to remain in the present creates the mindset of placing energy in what is being done now. The actions that are performed in the present are performed because one wants to perform them in the present without energetic dissipation. All the energies present physiologically and psychologically are placed in the action that is being performed so that the movement towards the achievement of a goal occurs without impatience, frustration, and restlessness, with a clear realization that life occurs only in the present. As one becomes further aware of the ideas discussed thus far, the development of a process-oriented mindset and moving away from a result-centric mindset leads to performing activity as thoroughly and wonderfully as possible, without inner resistance. Kenneth Kushner, in his book, One Arrow, One Life stated, one should approach all activities and situations with the same sincerity, the same intensity, and the same awareness that one has with bow and arrow in hand. 47 With such concentration, one prevents energy disintegration that occurs in a result-centric mindset. Converging on the present occurs in a process-oriented mindset, where one must relinquish, at least briefly, one's mental attachment to the desired goal, as stated earlier. Harnesses inner power in such convergence becomes possible by recognizing that core energy activation is most possible in truly remaining the present and performing each activity as correctly and thoroughly as possible. Connections between a process-oriented mindset and vitamin M power are shown below. 1. Remain fully in the present by not allowing one's thoughts to divert into a result-centric flow of thoughts. Vitamin M diminishes when a result-centric mindset occurs due to needed energy in the present being diverted into a focus on the result. 2. Awareness of inner pressure to reach a goal leads to stopping the dissipation of energy in a result-centric mentality. Stopping this dissipation of energy is an art. 3. Realizing that inner tension, pressure, worry, anxiety, inner friction, inner conflict, etc., are all exhibited by a result-centric mindset, allow one to deliberately and consciously move one's mind into a process-oriented vision and take actions through that vision. Doing so does not delay joy and leads to further mastery of one's mind. This leads to vitamin M storage. 4. Vitality awakens due to the intrinsic joys of remaining in the present as one journeys towards goals. Keeping the mind in the glory of one's journey allows for a transformative shift in one's attitude, approach, and appreciation for the journey itself. Great subtlety exists in making such a transformative shift in one's approach towards fixed goals. 5. Negative self-talk and unnecessary inner chattering diminish as one remains actively engaged in the present via a present-centric approach. 6. One's mind actually slows down and energizes itself by keeping energy intact rather than splitting it, as occurs in a result-centric approach. This split is between one's current activity towards a goal and the over-focus on the goal itself. 7. Scheduling one's habits in life and seeing the core energy connection, even in small habits, enhances one's ability to stay in the present. 8. Recognize current behavior patterns and change them into a process-oriented approach, starting with small goals. Mastery of this approach with small goals will build confidence and understanding of how to utilize the same approach with much bigger goals. 9. Stick to your schedule, even in small ways. This will allow one to utilize time and energy in the best possible way, with the realization that time is precious and once gone, does not come back. This fosters the use and storage of vitamin M. 10. Identify a person or several people who can increase accountability. This allows for further focus on correct steps to be taken on a daily basis. 11. Focus on what is possible rather than setting unrealistic and fantasy-oriented goals. 12. Closely examine one's environment and redesign it for success. 13. At the end of each workday, write down accomplishments. 14. Mindfully set priorities for what ought to be done daily. 15. Recognize the energy present in concentrating on a task and keeping it balanced via a process-oriented mindset. 16. All unfinished tasks need to be written down and completed via a process-oriented approach so that tension about these tasks so that mental tension does not accumulate. As a process-oriented mindset takes hold as part of the application of the ideas presented, ecstatic living becomes possible due to vitamin M conservation and best utilization. Constructive utilization of energy leads to overall progress, while destructive utilization of energy destroys the ability to perceive ordinary life with an extraordinary vision. Ricky Singh. A new beginning. We have taken an extraordinary journey into the power of money and hopefully realizing the impact of money upon all aspects of one's life. The concept of money as a vitamin, if truly internalized, can possibly result in a life filled with joy upon the foundation of balance. The human mind, in many ways, is addicted to sensation-seeking activities that require greater amounts of money. If the vitamin M idea is truly understood, as is the hope of the author, each reader's life can truly be transformed due to the evolution of a totally new vision of money. Although we have come to the end of this book, we are truly just at the beginning of applying the ideas presented. True power exists in the application of ideas and seeing their truth directly rather than merely agreeing or disagreeing. Application and experimentation of how to best save and use money can result in greater mastery of one's mind. Self-mastery with regards to financial development is critical in all aspects of human civilizations and has major implications regarding decisions made on a daily basis. Short-term, long-term, and ultimate goals must be developed for life to have meaning and purpose. The author has attempted to present the power of a process-oriented mindset that allows one to remain in the beauty of the present by performing actions as energetically and stably as possible without dissipating energy by shifting attention towards desired results. Of course, keeping goals in mind is necessary, yet, once goals are set, to keep attention in the process of reaching those goals with a great deal of emotional stability and integration is possible and desirable. If readers truly embrace these ideas and attempt to apply them in daily life, the purpose of this book would be fulfilled. Please go through at your leisure the contemplative diagrams, as that will provide readers an opportunity to reflect, discuss, and apply the ideas presented in this book. Too often, human conflicts are due to financial problems, many of which are the result of poor decision-making, impulsive use of money, and unnecessary risk-taking. When humanity realizes that money is energy and is stored psychologically as a vitamin in the mind, extraordinary energy can awaken in human civilization. Once this occurs, we as an entire human race are ready for a new beginning. Contemplative diagrams for self-reflection and discussion. Diagram number 1. Financial and inner freedom. The figure below illustrates the utilization of core energy and vitamin M concerning financial freedom and inner freedom. Sit quietly in one place, and ask yourself the following question and then discuss with others. What is the interconnection among all the boxes with regards to one's core energy and vitamin M? Core energy and vitamin M. Success in the outer world. Succès in the inner world. Embracing opportunities. Enhancement of abilities. Placement of energy and motivation. For your reference. In microeconomic theory, opportunity cost, or alternative cost, is the loss of potential gain from other alternatives when one particular alternative is chosen over the others. In simple terms, the opportunity cost is the loss of the benefit that could have been enjoyed had a given choice not been made. Diagram number 2. Relationship between fear and insecurity. The figure below illustrates the utilization of core energy and vitamin M in relation to fear and insecurity. Sit quietly in one place, and ask yourself the following question and then discuss with others. What is the interconnection among all the boxes with regards to one's core energy and vitamin M? Core energy and vitamin M. Transmute energy used by fear. Fight, flight, freeze response decreases as vitamin M increases. Emotions use energy in motion. Financial stability and emotional stability are interlinked. For your reference. Fear is an emotion induced by perceived danger or threat, which causes physiological changes and ultimately behavioral changes, such as fleeing, hiding, or freezing from perceived traumatic events. Fear in human beings may occur in response to a certain stimulus occurring in the present, or in anticipation or expectation of a future threat perceived as a risk to oneself. The fear response arises from the perception of danger leading to a confrontation with or escapes from / avoiding the threat, also known as the fight or flight response, which in extreme cases of fear, horror and terror, can be a freeze response or paralysis. 64 Emotional security is the measure of the stability of an individual's emotional state. Emotional insecurity or simply insecurity is a feeling of general unease or nervousness that may be triggered by perceiving oneself to be vulnerable or inferior in some way, or a sense of vulnerability or instability which threatens one's self-image or ego. Diagram number 3. Financial security and peace of mind. The figure below illustrates the utilization of core energy and vitamin M in relation to financial security and peace of mind. Sit quietly in one place, and ask yourself the following question and then discuss with others. What is the interconnection among all the boxes with regards to one's core energy and vitamin M? Core energy and vitamin M. Inner peace. Financial security. Further progression. Risk versus reward. For your reference. Inner peace, or peace of mind, refers to a deliberate state of psychological or spiritual calm despite the potential presence of stressors such as the burden arising from pretending to be someone else could disrupt inner peace. Being at peace is considered by many to be healthy, homeostasis, and the opposite of being stressed or anxious, and is considered to be a state where our mind performs at an optimal level with a positive outcome. Peace of mind is thus generally associated with bliss, happiness, and contentment. Diagram number 4. Financial freedom and the material world. The figure below illustrates the utilization of core energy and vitamin M in relation to financial freedom and the material world. Sit quietly in one place, and ask yourself the following question and then discuss with others. What is the interconnection among all the boxes with regards to one's core energy and vitamin M? Core energy and vitamin M. Best use of money. Opulent experiences. Debt-free life. Destruction of vitamin M. For your reference. Financial independence is the status of having enough income to pay one's living expenses for the rest of one's life without having to be employed or dependent on others. Income earned without having to work a job is commonly referred to as passive income. There are many strategies to achieve financial independence, each with their own benefits and drawbacks. Someone who wishes to achieve financial independence can find it helpful to have a financial plan and budget so that they have a clear view of their current incomes and expenses and can identify and choose appropriate strategies to move towards their financial goals. A financial plan addresses every aspect of a person's finances. Diagram number 5. Success factors: ability, motivation, opportunity. The figure below illustrates the utilization of core energy and vitamin M as related to success factors. Sit quietly in one place, and ask yourself the following question and then discuss with others. What is the interconnection among all the boxes with regards to one's core energy and vitamin M? Core energy and vitamin M. Awareness of one's abilities. Factors promoting motivation. Opportunity recognition. Energetic intelligence. For your reference, motivation is a reason for actions, willingness, and goals. Motivation is derived from the word motive, or a need that requires satisfaction. These needs, wants, or desires may be acquired through influence of culture, society, lifestyle, or may be generally innate. An individual's motivation may be inspired by outside forces, extrinsic motivation, or by themselves, intrinsic motivation. Motivation has been considered one of the most important reasons to move forward. Motivation results from the interaction of both conscious and unconscious factors. Mastering motivation to allow sustained and deliberate practice is central to high levels of achievement, for example, in elite sport, medicine, or music. Motivation governs choices among alternative forms of voluntary activity. Diagram number 6. Remaining in the newness of daily life experiences. The figure below illustrates the utilization of core energy and vitamin M in relation to the newness of daily life experiences. Sit quietly in one place, and ask yourself the following question and then discuss with others. What is the interconnection among all the boxes with regards to one's core energy and vitamin M? Core energy and vitamin M. Physical health enhancement. Dynamic flow in daily life. Repetitive actions with inner growth. 12-dimensional balance. For your reference, innovation is commonly defined as the carrying out of new combinations that include the introduction of new goods, new methods of production, the opening of new markets, the conquest of new sources of supply, and the carrying out of a new organization of any industry. Diagram number 7. Finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. The figure below illustrates the utilization of core energy and vitamin M as related to having an extraordinary vision of daily experiences. Sit quietly in one place, and ask yourself the following question and then discuss with others. What is the interconnection among all the boxes with regards to one's core energy and vitamin M? Core energy and vitamin M. Opulence in daily life. Attitude of gratitude. Staying in the present without the past regrets and future worries. Using minimum money for maximum experience. For your reference, people live in a constantly changing dynamic environment. Our internal environment is also dynamic and is characterized by biological and mental processes that are in constant flux. Without these changes in both the external and internal environments, life on Earth would not exist. The dimension along which all these changes occur is called time. Without dwelling on its exact nature, time can be represented by a clock and is a useful notion that provides a good explanation for physical phenomena in our external environment. Like other organisms, humans must be able to relate to time to survive and adjust to the external environment. This presupposes that information about time is conveyed and perceived. Since no known human perceptual system is dedicated to time, subjective temporal experiences are likely to compensate for this lack. Specifically, these subjective experiences may be based on internal changes in events as reflected by internal clocks or memory processes. These changes are monotonically correlated with time and thus can provide useful information about its passage. Psychological time is a subjective feeling which is related to temporal experiences. Diagram number 8. The importance of introspection. The figure below illustrates the utilization of core energy and vitamin M in relation to introspection. Sit quietly in one place, and ask yourself the following question and then discuss with others. What is the interconnection among all the boxes with regards to one's core energy and vitamin M? Core energy and vitamin M. Conscious thoughts and feelings. Taking an honest look at one's financial life. Discovery of one's energy potential. Obstructions to introspection. For your reference, introspection is the examination of one's conscious thoughts and feelings. In psychology, the process of introspection relies on the observation of one's mental state, while in a spiritual context it may refer to the examination of one's soul. Introspection is closely related to human self-reflection and self-discovery and is contrasted with external observation. Figure 13 comparison between vitamin and vitamin M. Vitamin organic substance, small quantities, normal metabolism, natural foods. Vitamin M money, internal power of each dollar, core energy activation obtained by energy utilization. Figure 14, dimension number 1, health/overall fitness and core energy, vitamin M. Awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M, physical and mental well-being, heal, conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, health enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption: 12 dimensions. All dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy in connection with the physical body and one's mind. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy, again and again, via attention placed on the mind-body connection. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy is related to body-mind energies. Equalize energy, balance energy flow via a process-oriented mindset regards to body movements and mental activity. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulence in one's life by recognizing the need for the best health. Vitamin M storage, saving of money, leading to accumulation of vitamin M within the mind. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits across 12 dimensions of one's life, especially using it for better overall health. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly opulent experiences. Conflict dissolution, mind-body imbalances and conflicts begin to dissolve due to root energy activation. Balance restoration, all 12 dimensions start to balance and reach a state of complete balance. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person performing some activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity. Health enhancement, improvement of one's physical and mental health due to core energy and vitamin M power. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What significance does health and overall fitness have in your life? Figure 15, dimension number 2, mental strength and core energy, vitamin M, awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M, mental strength. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, intellectual energy enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption: 12 dimensions, all dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy, again and again. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy. Equalize energy, balance energy flow via a process-oriented mindset. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulence in one's life. Vitamin M storage, saving of money, leading to accumulation of vitamin M within the mind. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly opulent experiences. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to improved mental power. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced intellectual contemplation on one's life. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person performing an intellectual activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity. Intellectual energy enhancement, improvement of one's cognitive power due to core energy and vitamin M power as a result of activated intellectual energy utilized for better decisions in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage, due to increase of intellectual power. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What significance does mental strength have in your life? Figure 16, dimension number 3, emotional balance and core energy, vitamin M, awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M core energy and vitamin M emotional balance and integration, conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, emotional energy enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption: 12 dimensions. All dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy within emotions. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy, again and again, within emotions. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated emotional energy. Equalize energy, balance emotional energy flow via a process-oriented mindset. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulent emotions in one's life. Vitamin M storage, saving money due to balanced emotions, leading to accumulation of vitamin M within the mind. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits within one's emotional system across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly opulent experiences. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to balanced and integrated emotions. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced integrated emotions in one's life. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person activates emotional activity and is fully immersed with energized focus. Great enjoyment occurs in one's chosen activity. Emotional energy enhancement, improvement of one's emotional health due to core energy and vitamin M power. The activated emotional energy can be utilized for refined experiences in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy and vitamin M storage and usage, due to balance and integration of emotions. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What importance does emotional balance have in your life? Figure 17, dimension number 4 social balance/relationship and core energy, vitamin M, awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M social balance and relationship development. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, social and relationship enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption: 12 dimensions. All dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy to be used in social relationships. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy, again and again, in social connections. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated core energy, applied in social development. Equalize energy, balance flow of energy in social relationships via a process-oriented mindset. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulent relationships in one's life. Vitamin M storage, saving money due to balanced relationships, leading to vitamin M accumulation within the mind. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits within one's social relationships across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly opulent social relationships. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to balanced and integrated emotions. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced integrated emotions in one's life. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person activates emotional activity and is fully immersed with energized focus. Great enjoyment occurs in one's chosen activity. Social relationship enhancement, improvement of social relationships due to core energy and vitamin M power. Enhanced social relationships activate energy to be utilized for refined experiences in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy and vitamin M storage and usage, due to balance and integration of social relationships. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What importance does social balance have in your life? Figure 18, dimension number 5 personality/character development and core energy, vitamin M. Awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M personality and character development. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, personality enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption: 12 dimensions. All dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy for personal identity cohesion. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy, again and again, towards enhanced personal values. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy applied towards personality growth. Equalize energy, balance flow of energy and personality traits via a process-oriented mindset. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulent identity enhancement. Vitamin M storage, saving money due to personality integration, leading to accumulation of vitamin M power. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money with the best temperament across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with character development. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to enhanced personality. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced and integrated disposition. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person activates core energy to create great harmony within one's persona. Personality enhancement, the greater interconnection of traits due to best utilization of core energy and vitamin M power. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage, due to balance and integration of one's entire identity structure. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What does the word personality mean to you? Figure 19, dimension number 6 family harmony / flowering of love and core energy, vitamin M, awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M family harmony and flowering of love. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, family harmony enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption. 12 dimensions, all dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy to be used positively within one's family. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy, again and again, in familial activities. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy, applied in one's family environment. Equalize energy, balance flow of energy and family relationships via a process-oriented mindset. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulent familial relationships. Vitamin M storage, saving money due to balanced familial relationships, leading to vitamin M accumulation within the minds of each family member. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits within one's family across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly opulent familial relations. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to balanced and integrated families. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced and integrated relationships within families. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person activates core energy to create great harmony within the family. Family harmony enhancement, improvement of social relationships due to core energy and vitamin M power. Enhanced social relationships activate energy to be utilized for refined experiences in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage, due to balance and integration of family relationships. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? Why is family harmony important in your life? Figure 20, dimension number 7 intimacy and core energy, vitamin M, awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M intimacy. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, intimacy enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption. 12 dimensions, all dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy and intimacy. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy, again and again, to build and sustain intimate relationships. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated core energy and intimacy. Equalize energy, balance core energy flow via a process-oriented mindset in developing and maintaining intimacy. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into intimacy filled with opulence. Vitamin M storage, saving money due to energetic intimacy, leading to accumulation of vitamin M within the mind. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits in intimacy across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly rich intimate experiences. Conflict dissolution, conflicts within intimate relationships decrease due to balance and integration of core energy. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced integrated intimacy in one's life. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person strengthens intimacy and is fully immersed with energized focus. Great enjoyment ensues in all aspects of intimacy. Intimacy enhancement, improvement of one's intimate connection due to core energy and vitamin M power. Activated energy leads to refined experiences in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy and vitamin M storage/usage, due to balanced and integrated intimate relationships. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What significance does intimacy have in your life? Figure 21, dimension number 8, financial health/growth and core energy, vitamin M. Awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M, healthy financial and growth. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, financial energy enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption. 12 dimensions, all dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy by earning money. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy in work, again and again, by process-oriented mindset. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy is vitamin M. Equalize energy, balance energy flow via a process-oriented mindset and vitamin M equalization. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulence in one's life via refinement of vitamin M. Vitamin M storage, saving of money, leading to accumulation of vitamin M within the mind. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly opulent experiences. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to improved finances. Balance restoration, 12-dimensional balance due to greater storage of vitamin M in the mind. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person performing an intellectual activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity due to vitamin M storage. Financial energy enhancement, increase of one's core energy and vitamin M power as a result of activated energies utilized for better decisions in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage, due to increased vitamin M power. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What significance does money have in your life? Figure 22, dimension number 9, career/occupational development and core energy, vitamin M. Awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M, career and occupational development. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, career enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption. 12 dimensions, all dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy for career development. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy, again and again, in enhancing one's career. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy results in career satisfaction. Equalize energy, balance energy flow via a process-oriented mindset to work in a job without resistance. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulence in one's occupational life. Vitamin M storage, saving of money, leading to accumulation of vitamin M, leading to career growth. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly opulent experiences in one's career. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to progress in one's career. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced experiences in one's occupation. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person performing an intellectual activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity within one's career. Career enhancement, boost of one's career due to core energy and vitamin M power as a result of activated energy utilized for better decisions in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage, due to increase of intellectual power. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What significance does career growth have in your life? Figure 23, dimension number 10, quality of life and core energy, vitamin M. Awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M, quality of life. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, quality of life enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption. 12 dimensions, all dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy that increases the quality of life. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy to enhance life's experiences. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy for quality of life enhancement via vitamin M. Equalize energy, balance energy flow via a process-oriented mindset, to enjoy the journey of life. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into best possible opulent experiences. Vitamin M storage, saving of money, leading to accumulation of vitamin M to improve the quality of life. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly rich experiences. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to improved quality of experiences. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced qualitative experiences. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person performing a variety of activities is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment. Quality of life enhancement, improvement of daily experiences due to core energy and vitamin M power because of activated energy utilized for better decisions in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage, due to higher quality experiences in daily life. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What does quality of life mean to you? Figure 24, dimension number 11, recreational life and core energy, vitamin M. Awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M, recreational life. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, recreational life enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption. 12 dimensions, all dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy for better recreational life. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy to enrich recreational activities. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy to use in recreational endeavors. Equalize energy, balance energy flow via a process-oriented mindset to enjoy fully recreational activities. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulent recreation. Vitamin M storage, saving of money, leading to accumulation of vitamin M, for recreation. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum benefits across 12 dimensions of one's life. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money to improve recreational activities. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to improved fun activities. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced recreation. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person performing an intellectual activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment, in the process of recreational activity. Recreational life enhancement, greater enjoyment of recreational pursuits due to core energy and vitamin M power as a result of activated intellectual energy utilized for better decisions in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage, due to an increase in the quality of recreation. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? Why is recreational life important to you? Figure 25, dimension number 12, spiritual, religious life and core energy, vitamin M. Awaken energy, revitalize energy, conserve energy, equalize energy, transmute energy, vitamin M storage, best use of vitamin M, enhance vitamin M. Core energy and vitamin M, spiritual and religious life. Conflict dissolution, balance restoration, flow state, spiritual, religious life enhancement, psychological enhancement. Caption. 12 dimensions, all dimensions are affected positively as per each bullet point. Awaken energy, engage in the activation of core energy via spiritual/religious practices. Revitalize energy, regenerate activated energy via spiritual/religious methods. Conserve energy, storage of activated and regenerated energy via spiritual/religious contemplation. Equalize energy, balance energy flow via a process-oriented mindset in spiritual/religious efforts. Transmute energy, refinement of core energy into opulence in one's spiritual/religious life. Vitamin M storage, saving of money, leading to accumulation of vitamin M in the context of spirituality and religion. Best use of vitamin M, utilizing money to produce maximum spiritual/religious benefits in 12 dimensions. Enhance vitamin M, increase storage and best use of money with increasingly opulent experiences. Conflict dissolution, internal and external conflicts decrease due to improved spiritual/religious power. Balance restoration, 12-dimension balance due to enhanced spiritual/religious contemplation. Flow states, commencement of mental states in which a person performing spiritual/religious activity is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of an activity. Spiritual, religious energy enhancement, improvement of one's spiritual power due to core energy and vitamin M power as a result of activated religious/spiritual energy utilized for better decisions in all 12 dimensions. Psychological enhancement, improved interconnection between thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, and vitamin M storage and usage, due to increased spiritual/religious power. Reflective questions. What is the connection between core energy, vitamin M, mental strength, 12 dimensions, and each bullet point? What significance does spirituality/religion have in your life? Figure 26, major factors influencing core process of opportunity recognition and development. Core energy and core process of opportunity development and recognition, personality traits, entrepreneurial alertness, information asymmetry, social networks. Caption. Core energy, one's inner, primal, power. Core process, refers to energy in desire, energy in the mind, and energy in action. Opportunity development, utilizing personal power to create opportunities. Opportunity recognition, keeping one's mind open to new possibilities. Information asymmetry, refers to the study of decisions in transactions where one party has more or better information than the other. Resolving this asymmetry enhances opportunities and intellectual power. Social networks, refers to networks of social interactions and personal relationships. Entrepreneurial alertness, keeping one's attention on new business/employment possibilities. Personality traits, optimism/self-efficacy/creativity. Positive personal traits allow for good quality of energy to be awakened and utilized in all interpersonal interactions. Figure 27, core energy and zones, core energy and comfort zone. Growth zone, learning zone, greater absorption in actions that take one out of the comfort zone, energized focus on goals beyond the comfort zone. Figure 28, flow state and moving out of the comfort zone, one's subjective experience of time is altered, experience of the activity as intrinsically rewarding, increase of vitamin M by transcending limitations, increase of vitamin M by personal control. Core energy, intense concentration on the present moment, merging of action and awareness, transcending limited reflective self-consciousness, a sense of personal control or agency over the situation or activity. Figure 29, flow states diagrams, core energy, comfort zone, flow state. Figure 30, commitment diagram. Commitment, emotions, values, daily practice, maximizing performance, stay in reality and not in fantasy, acceptance of enjoyable and painful experiences. About the author. Mr. Ricky Singh was born in New Delhi, India on July 28, 1969 as the oldest of 3 children, i.e., 2 sisters and Ricky. Immigrated to the United States in 1988, Ricky purchased his first business in 1992 and has not looked back since that time. He has diverse business experiences and expertise, running convenience stores, gas stations, 7-Elevens, tobacco stores, technology startups, restaurants, delis, and other food establishments. Accomplishments include the following. A. Successful serial entrepreneur. B. Owner of all Speedy gas stations in Delaware. C. Completed 52 marathons in 50 states. D. Ultra-endurance athlete, running multiple distances, ranging from 5K to 135 miles. E. Climbed multiple peaks including Mount Manisalu, 8th highest point, and Mount Everest. F. Second Indian American and first American Sikh to summit Mount Everest. G. Passionate philanthropist, interested in human upliftment. H. Motivational speaker in diverse settings. Mr. Singh is a loving father with 2 children, is dedicated to married life with his wife, and believes firmly in taking care of his parents. His mother lives with him in their home in Wilmington, Delaware.